The train headed for Sunset City will be departing soon.
So, yeah, right?
No.
You guys understand?
No, not
Just
really.
start the show.
No, Nick, not today, not ever.
Oh, we're doing another week off episode where we watch Suris eat a wagon wheel?
All right.
Wait, what's a what?
A wagon wheel. It's a biscuit you can get over here in the UK. It's got a chocolate on the outside, marshmallow
We
on the inside.
literally
and a little layer
won
of
a
jam.
war for the right to call it a cookie, okay?
No, that's not. No, I'm not talking about just a standard cookie. I'm talking about like a wagon wheel, which has marshmallow
You're
and
making that
jam
up.
and chocolate coating on it. I'm not making it up. I will buy a wagon wheel and I'll show it to you.
I don't want to see your wagon wheel, pup.
Look at my wagon wheel. Anyways, hello everybody, and welcome to Sunset City, the Sonic podcast for the classic and modern age. Joining me today is Wayne.
Hi, how's it going?
As well as everyone's favorite 2D big titty 2D goth GF Suris.
Wayne gets the plain introduction. I get the cringe. I love it.
I just have nothing to say about Wayne. I'm sorry. You're not very interesting. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
No,
Well.
Wayne. And also, yeah, here's a grown ass man that's obsessed with the color green. Nick.
Is it wrong?
No. I wear that proudly, literally.
Yeah, would you say you wear it on your sleeve?
Yeah. So actually, yeah, I'm wearing.
Would
So
you
what
say
you're seeing
you
on my
have-
avatar, what you're seeing right now, the green hoodie I wear under my leather jacket, I'm wearing that part right now because I feel.
Oh,
It's
I
weird,
thought that was like a production image of Ben 10.
All right, I'm glad you have
No,
such
it's
a
funny,
witty
Wayne.
and extensive humor
I
there.
think Nick's
Scott.
favorite Christmas song is Green
Oh.
Sleeves.
I never imagined it as leather when I was watching like your earlier videos. I always thought it was like a hoodie design, and like
A lot of people have, and I've always been confused about that because like that's an ugly fucking hoodie.
it would not be an ugly fucking hoodie. It would actually be quite a swell hoodie. I can design one for you, and you can sell it as
swell.
merch.
I'll take that. That'd be nice.
Yeah, do take it.
I'd probably not
Take
get
it.
sued by Wilson's Leather if you did it that way.
Take it, bitch. Yeah, anyways, so today we've got quite a bit to get through, and if we can all just behave ourselves, we can get through it a lot faster. So, part one on kind of the agenda is the usual disclaimer. All super chats will be read at the end of the show, but they will be read in our heads in real time. Wallace, are you taking note of that?
What? I'm the only other.
Are you the secretary for today's meeting notes? Is what I'm asking, so that we don't both post it and then both
He
delete
just
it
wants
at the
to
same
imagine
time,
you as a
as
secretary.
per the usual.
Well, you're the one that's obsessed with money. We kind of always assume you're the one that.
Well, yeah, no, but like the thing is, Wayne has been very on the ball lately. I was thinking maybe we could promote him to secretary.
Man, I'm so glad you guys argued about fucking Superman and old Sonic games prior to the show,
before the podcast,
and then started doing this while we were live. Man, it would have been much better if you were talking about Sonic while we were on the show.
If you keep up that attitude, you'll be mopping the vomit off of the third carriage, okay?
I will take care of the
What
super
does that
chat.
even mean?
This is a train, is it not?
You're not my boss. You're not my manager.
I'm the one that gets the pay distributed. Now go
That's
fucking
not-
clean up the
That just means you're in charge of payroll, but that doesn't mean you pay us. The chat pays us. They're our boss.
I
yeah,
didn't
and
say
by the way,
I
the super
pay you. I
chat.
said I get the pay to you, you fucking bitch potato.
Speaking of, thank you for the insane super chats, guys. Stick around for the end of the show because we're definitely going to give them the very serious discussion. Oh my god, some of these.
Yeah, the fucking backstage
politics. We also have something happening after the show, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah, so stick around. We got a
it's not very
fun-filled
good.
episode.
I'm telling you, it's not very good.
We have
Not worth
so
the wait.
many Sonic things to discuss,
just
and we just
joking.
can't get to Sonic for some reason.
Okay, so first things first, Mario. I think Mario is really kind of quite cool, actually. I like that he's Italian.
Oh, we're not. Oh, I thought we were talking about Crash Bandicoot.
Fucking hate.
All right.
Crash Bandicoot.
So, what's the first thing we want to discuss today? Should we get some of the smaller things out of the way, like the toys?
Yeah, let's talk about the toys first.
I think we
feel
should
like
talk about the toys.
That's a brief discussion because it doesn't really. It doesn't really highlight much about the movie we didn't already know. I mean, they are cool, but
Okay, well, in that case, first things first. Have you guys ever heard of a film called Quigley starring Gary Busey?
maybe.
I don't know if I've heard of it or if you like dropped a picture at some point in our
Or
chat.
if you're making it up.
It came out in 2003. It currently sits at an IMDb user rating of 2.6 out of 10. And it's about like a very intense businessman with a hatred of dogs that gets reincarnated as a dog to atone
I've heard
for
of
his
it.
lifespan.
Wait.
Very similar to
Wait.
9 Lives starring Kevin Spacey.
Okay.
I was thinking 9 Lives with Kevin Spacey, or
Yeah.
also to
Yeah.
some small degree the Shaggy Dog, both the Tim Allen movie and the original series.
I believe that Quigley was renamed in most territories as Daddy Dog Day. I personally prefer the title of Quigley.
Daddy Dog Day I've heard of, and I do prefer Quigley because Daddy Dog
What
Day
are
sounds
we-
weird.
What is
are we
happening?
talking about?
Yeah,
what
what
is
are we-
this?
Yes,
on
no,
this.
sorry, my mistake. We've got to talk about Sonic toys. Right, so
Oh,
I would
Jesus
say that
fucking Christ.
I
Oh,
would
wait,
say
no.
No.
Who initiated that?
The question is, why did we get there?
No, Wayne, you're having a weird day. You're done. Sit in the corner. You're done.
What
You have-
initiated
Okay,
this?
so guys, focus up. Sonic toys.
You
So
piece of
personally,
shit.
I am of the opinion that Avengers Age of Ultron is the better film out of that and Avengers 1, simply because I feel like while it makes more mistakes,
We're
it at the same
done
time
with
does
this
do more.
joke. We are starting the show. We are done with this joke.
You're right, Sonic toys. So what toys do they give out in Sonic Burger Meals?
Oh my god. Actually, that is one of the
That
things we
is
did talk
part of
about.
it.
Well, yeah. And I do think Knuckles looks really hot in white kicks. I am so unbelievably excited to finally have some proper Sonic movie figures, and they do look beautiful. I like how much effort they put into to Knuckles' kicks in the figure. Did you guys notice that? Like, there's a nice shiny sheen to the
Are
bottom of his
they,
Would
shoes.
are
would
they
you,
quite pumped up, would you say?
Do you think? Yeah, of the pumped up variety,
Would you
Are
say
they-
that Sonic better run?
faster than his Nux.
I also like that I'm gonna have to keep some of these in their package. Like, I don't try to buy like duplicate figures. So like, just like, I'll have them, I'll take them out of the package and I'll be done with it. But I like that they're shaped like Sonic's head, like the plastic around it.
I finally figured out what we should title this episode.
Oh, finally.
All
But
the
it's
other
already-
all the other echidnas with the pumped up kicks. or pump
No.
puppy kidneys. I don't know.
No.
We don't
We
need
can
to
also
title it after a
not.
freaking song that's literally just about a school shooting.
Oh, there's
Us-
a new poster come out as well. Guys, look, check the Discord chat. Hang on, there it is. Look, hang on, wait for it. Why is it not sending? Why is it stuck? I'm gonna fucking cry.
You're
if-
gonna
Oh, gosh,
fuck.
fuck.
Here it is. Look at that.
Yo, I like that. That looks cool.
Oh,
That does look
that is
cool.
amazing. Hold on.
That's worth talking about.
Let me pull that up for everybody who is on the stream real
That's
quick.
basically a Sunset City episode. Hey, what should we talk about? I don't know. Talk about that right there.
I'm not trying to derail again.
Oh, you're not, are you?
No, I was because I was seeing like that we have a new poster up for Sonic 2. There is a shared disappointment that I've been seeing that the voice actress for Tails is nowhere on said poster.
This is true. I've seen an
Yeah.
edit where someone.
I thought we were going to
actually-
wait to talk about it when we were talking about the poster. Jesus Christ.
Well, we're talking about a poster. I thought we were just kind of on that. I mean, what all are we going to say about the poster?
I mean, so there is one thing to point out about this poster that we've kind of talked about in private, but the marketing is definitely showing us that Ice Cap seems to be like the set piece.
I've been
for
thinking
this
that about
movie.
the temple.
Yeah, we've been seeing that a lot because I think just based off the trailer that we saw, it's like we know like it's not Sonic and Tails are there in Ice Cap like chasing down Eggman, and they're like in an ice cavern or whatever. I think they get separated at one point. That might be the first encounter with Knuckles.
I just want to say this.
No, the first encounter is when he meets up at their house. Like they
Oh
wreck.
yeah, no, you're right. You're
yeah,
right.
because the whole thing with like when Knuckles is chasing Sonic in that scene, he literally turns around and makes the Winter Soldier joke, which shows that there's at least a base familiarity with the character at that point.
I think
Yeah.
the thing I'm liking about this though is like seeing this trio together with Robotnik behind them in the Eggmobile. It's kind of like what I wanted to see the first go around. Yeah.
No, like the only human that is on there is fucking Robotnik.
Yep.
And they're actually showing off.
And that's
God.
kind of what I was hitting when I was talking about like that first trailer that we got. Is there's so little of the human characters. It really does feel like they're just like the entire strategy with this movie has shifted because I think they just have a better idea of what to do with it now.
Like they're more confident in their intellectual property this time around.
Not even that.
Yeah.
Not even that. Here's what's telling me. Because I actually wanted to. This is what I wanted to say about the figures. Not only do they look just fantastic, I think that is just the final nail in the coffin in my head in terms of these silly rumors that the original design for Sonic in the first movie was an intentional marketing strategy because that costs so much money to be that risky and
Not
not
to
have
mention-
any merch for kids to buy. This is.
Not to
Yeah,
mention
this
a
is
lot
way
of that merch even had the old face on it. There was like a little Sonic Cyclone thing where he's like running around in this little cyclone, and it is definitely the old design.
And it feels like to me, it could have been just because of like how well the first movie did. And I could be reaching here. It kind of feels like the studio themselves have kind of come to realize, oh, like maybe we don't really care about this property at all. I think they literally picked up the IP just so that they could make some quick bucks on a high-end franchise.
Yep.
But now they're just like, oh, we'll just hire people that actually know about this series because once we did that, the reception was a lot better, and it's literally just easily marketable when we have people on it that are actually like fans of the series and let them kind of take over. Kind of
Sorry, Wayne.
Oh, I was going to say kind of to the same degree that it's just like I don't know that Warner Brothers entirely knew what they were doing with a lot of their, like, DCEU stuff until, but then it's like then they got like say what you will, but Zack Snyder was really just doing his own thing. Same with James Gunn, and it feels like they're just a lot of the larger studios are just kind of like leaning in harder onto with these larger IPs, especially with Sonic. It's just like you have to reach out to the fans on more than just a base level.
It's amazing to me that it took them this long to figure that out.
It's amazing to me that's Paramount of all studios. That's the one that fixed things up with Sonic.
Yeah.
Turtles and the. I mean, I guess like if you consider Transformers, like they started off, really betraying a lot of old school fans, but they made a lot of money, and nowadays they are kind of more focused up on the source material, and I think it's for the better. I gotta say, I just realized this while looking at this figure, but holy shit, it is incredible to see Sonic in his proper shoes.
Oh yeah, they must have gotten the licensing for the Puma shoes. That makes me Puma pants. Also, we've got our good friend and former co-host Stuart Jip in the chat. Let's say hello to him.
Stuart, we need to get back on the show.
Yeah, we love you, Stuart. Your takes are shit, but we love you.
I love you, Stuart.
We tolerate your existence and your writing.
I wonder if Stuart will agree with me about Sonic 2, but we'll get into that.
Yeah, he will. He definitely will.
Oh, man.
I must say, I do like Merry Hell. I am invested in that. This is
it is good. It is good. Yeah, his webcomic's really good.
It's got charm.
Also, I said it on Twitter. I'm happy to see it. Like Stuart pointed this out. I didn't notice that until he said this. The Robotnik comes with a latte
and an egg.
Oh, nice!
He comes with a latte and an egg.
With
made him coffee.
Goat milk.
I love that there's a figure in 2022 that says Robotnik on it. Oh my god!
I gotta cop these. I gotta at least get a Sonic and Robotnik.
I like that we're just kind of at a point where I consider Robotnik and Eggman both equally correct.
Yes, Stuart, your takes are amazing. We'll put them right here on the refrigerator.
Oh my god.
So I'm at that point where, like, when it comes to Robotnik and Eggman, I kind of like what Adventure and Heroes did, where he was Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik, and that was just like their way of desperately marrying those names.
Well, I kind of liked.
I thought that was genius. I thought that was genius until they, took Eggman way too seriously and kept it around forever. But
when I remember when I was a kid, like in Sonic Adventure 1, there's this moment where they first meet up with Eggman, and Sonic's just like, "Hey, what's up, Eggman?" And then he's just like, "Silence, you fool! I am Dr. Robotnik." And it's just kind of like Eggman was the nickname that Sonic came up for him.
Yeah.
And eventually he just kind of leaned into it to the point where, like,
Dr. Eggman.
yeah. I mean, he named.
I miss that in the Archie days though, because like it was used as Eggman, and they'd introduce him as Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik, and it flows together beautifully.
It does.
And I love that. That's just what Sonic just refused to call him anything else. But like when we had like Sally or Shadow or anybody like taking him like seriously when they're talking like in like a military strategy, they still talk about him and call him Robotnik. I like that. I like that delineation. I thought that was a nice, respectful way to merge those two together. But instead, what it actually was in Sega's eyes was, oh, we're going to transition it to Eggman completely, which whatever. It's fine. I'll talk about it a different time. I love seeing Robotnik's a name on an action figure.
Are you just going to make a video why Robotnik matters?
What's in a name is going to be Eggman versus Robotnik, and it's going to be hilarious. I promise.
I trust you, Nick.
Somebody just died. What happened there?
Yeah, what did you drop?
I didn't drop anything. That was Chip running off of my couch and saying, "Oh yes, I want to get to the door fast."
He's just run off and say, "Sonic."
Amazing.
No, the correct name is actually Ivo Man Eggnik.
Shut up, Wayne.
Yeah. So I gotta say, while we're talking about the toys, do you think this all but confirms that we're going to be getting a recoloration or just a different mold of that Death Egg robot that we got earlier on this year?
Probably. It just recoloring that robot. I mean, that's basically what they did with like He-Man's Battle Cat back in the day. Is just recolored a previously existing mold. That's exactly what they would do here.
What I want to know is, where can I get these Sonic 2 figs?
Target when they eventually come out.
If you spot any, can you cop some for me and they'll pay you?
Yeah. Do you want me to just like, because I still have a bunch of stuff to send you. Do you want me to hold off because Cecil is still going to be sending us some, McDonald's toys?
Don't. How long will we be holding off for?
However long we got to wait for those toys to come out.
I'll pay a second shipping thing. Don't worry.
Okay, if you're sure.
Yeah, I'm game for that.
All right. We'll deal with that another time.
I'm just ready for my diabetes package to arrive.
That's fair. So we are going to probably get a new trailer tomorrow with IGN. So we'll see how dated some of the speculation is going to be by then. I really wanted Trey on today because I wanted to debate something that we've been talking about quite a while. But guys, they also announced Sonic 3 and a Knuckles show, and I swear to God, they did all of that just so they could have headlines that say they're announcing Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah,
and I gotta tell you,
Brilliant.
I am so unbelievably happy.
Also,
I can't tell you how happy I am.
I just checked the fucking title of the episode. What happened to our agreement, Suris, that it would be called Restore the Segaverse?
I don't remember agreeing to shit.
We
I also don't even remember
Why
you
are
saying
you?
that.
No, here's my question: why is it a question? The hype train to Sonic 3?
Oh, are we supposed to be excited? Ooh.
I liked my
We don't know.
suggestion
We
more.
haven't seen Sonic 2 yet.
Right, I'm taking matters into
True.
my own hands. I'm retitling it.
Do it.
No,
Oh my god.
This is the worst show. I love you guys.
I'm
right,
sorry. All of you are like my incredibly dysfunctional family. I do not know where my tolerance ends and begins, and I don't think there's a way to quantify it. But I also love all of you.
It's a vicious spin cycle. Is what it
I
is.
decided to.
I try to make a Sonic joke, and I ended up making a laundry joke. I'm sorry.
I made the title more of a call to action to Sega for the next game.
Oh my god.
Restore the adventure. For fuck's sake, pup. God damn it.
What? Shut up.
I do want to get into this discussion up because I have my own thoughts about it that I've been wanting to share, and I feel like they're going to easily get debunked to like tomorrow.
Also, Wayne, are you using the right mic, or is your? Because you sound kind
meant
of
to
funky.
ask you like an hour ago. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yo, why didn't any of you people say anything?
Well,
Give me
because
a
you were
second.
fighting about Sonic 2 when I came in.
All right, I got a new title for the episode.
I'm so proud of you.
I really need us to focus up, guys.
I was trying to get us back on the train. Hey, do I sound better now?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
you
sound
sound
better.
amazing.
Okay.
I have retitled the episode Wayne's Unfortunate Microphone Degradation.
If I see this episode get renamed one more goddamn time.
This will be the final one. Don't worry. This is the title now.
What? No, it is not. Change it back to the hype train.
No
For
one
fuck's
says
sake.
no to me. When Green Goblin gets rejected.
Why are we here?
Nice guy.
Sonic
to
3
suffer.
and Knuckles was announced, and everybody got really excited about it.
Guy.
I swear
really
to
nice guy.
God.
This is why
So
we
you get
have
that
so
out of
many
your system.
meetings.
Do we want to talk about the movie announcements or not?
I'd like
think
to.
that Sonic 3 will be very good, and I think that it should feature Willem Dafoe as Mephiles the Dark.
Okay, but actually,
Yeah.
if they ever do Mephiles, Willem Dafoe.
I kind of don't hate that idea, actually.
Yeah.
Or cast Willem Dafoe as Dr. Robotnik's father. He's just in there now, and he's just like, "You're a disappointment."
It'd be funny because he'd be Dafoe of the protagonists.
Oh my god.
I want to die.
I do too, man.
Free.
Every day. So anyway, yeah. So Sonic 3 and Knuckles were announced. We've got a Sonic 3 movie already announced before the second movie even hits theaters. Which, if that doesn't say something about the level of confidence that they have in this property at this point, I don't know what does. But more than that, they did also announce a Knuckles series on Paramount Plus. I did not think I was ever going to get that service, but between the Halo series and now this, I might.
You know what I think they should totally do? Is make it like the Peacemaker series, but rather than the crew that he's got with him, make it the Chaotix.
Wonder if the
I don't know if I have a lot of context for that. I haven't seen Peacemaker.
Well, watch Peacemaker. You won't regret it.
Okay. I believe you. I like James Gunn.
Nick's
but yeah.
gone quiet. We need to cheer him up. Nick, Green.
I'm just so proud of you guys for actually getting on focus here, because I was about to shit my pants.
I've been trying.
Oh,
So,
what? Don't encourage me, man. You're gonna make me want to do it again.
You knock it off, pup.
I want
Knock
to
it off.
shit yourself.
That's it,
Threaten me
Nick.
with a good time.
Nick, you started off by saying it sparked a debate between you and Trey, and please continue with that.
So for Sonic,
He just As soon as he laughs, you're just accept that something terrible is going to happen.
I'm so trying to be serious.
Why did you turn into a pig?
I've always been. Oh no!
He's been eating too many Nick snacks.
Oh God! I'm so impressed that stupid joke has won people over. I feel so good about that.
That was hilarious, man.
I appreciate it.
What video was that in?
My one I put up this morning.
Yeah, if you watch Nick's content.
Oh fucking hell! Let me resubscribe real quick. Still not over that whole Boom Knuckles debate.
So we actually do have a lot to talk about. That's why I've been hopefully wanting us to focus up, because this is very exciting. The Sonic 3 stuff, me and Trey got into a bit of a debate on Twitter, and it's very weird when Sonic fans debate, because like everything he's been talking about, I don't hate, because if you like put a gun to my head when it comes to favorite Sonic characters, I love Shadow. Absolutely love Shadow. I would drown him in a tub for Metal Sonic any day of the week. There's just no two ways around that.
But the ethics of that is problematic, because Shadow is actually alive. Metal Sonic is a device. He's not gonna feel it. He's not gonna fear you in that way.
And yet they have the same level of personality.
You're like comparing drowning a hamster to drowning an iPhone. Like
well, that's gonna be one waterlogged hamster. So anyway, but yeah, no, we just got into a debate, and I think this has been a debate for everybody on the Sonic fandom right now. Who we expect to be showing up for Sonic 3? Is it Metal Sonic or is it Shadow? And I've got two different mindsets about it, but like the business side in my brain is just like, obviously Shadow.
It's gotta be Shadow.
Of course it's Shadow. Yeah. Obviously Shadow. Like no two ways around it. And I Trey, I really hate speaking for him when he's not on here, but he was saying like it just wouldn't, basically saying they wouldn't do Shadow's story justice. Like it's just not time yet for it. And my response was like, they're not going to shoot a little girl on the Sonic movie. And that tweet is blown up. It's blown up in the best way. It has been hysterical.
It's been weird, because I've been my response to you on that ended up blowing up too. So I was just like, why is the response blowing up? Why? The tweet I understand.
It was because it's funny. And I hate to I really hate it. I wasn't kidding when I said like that's the most Nick thing you said. I'm trying not to, fluff myself up too much, but like I read that and I heard my own screaming insanity. I didn't expect it from you.
What did you say? I think I saw this tweet, but I forgot what it was.
And her age is on the clock. She's ready for the Glock.
It was a picture of Shadow.
It was a picture of Shadow with the gun.
It was amazing. It was so good. So I guess I wanted to bring the question to you guys, because the other side of my brain is also like, if we're announcing Sonic 3 now, that tells me we're getting a cliffhanger ending.
Yeah.
That's telling me they are doing, in their own sense, lock-on technology. We're doing Sonic 3 and Knuckles in a big, grand 2-part story. But I don't see that. I don't see Metal Sonic being anything outside of like a final boss. That's just me.
That's my thing. Because I guess if I can hop on to that,
yeah.
I am personally of the belief I'm not like married to this idea, because I remember like I tweeted about it, and I said like everybody's in this debate about whether or not they're doing like Metal Sonic or Shadow in Sonic 3. I think it's so much easier to market Shadow as the antagonist of its own movie than Metal Sonic, which I think would not feel big enough for the third movie in a pretty like high budget trilogy. I love Metal Sonic. I like him more than Shadow personally, kind of like you, Nick. But Shadow is the easier to market, and he is like the much more recognizable character. More people know who Shadow is than people know who Metal Sonic is, I believe, or at least it's a bigger deal that he would be there. Whereas, like, I agree with you, Nick. I feel like Metal Sonic is more of like a final boss guy that just kind of shows up.
Like a big, shocking, like, fuck yeah for the fans, you know?
My theory about it is he is going to be in Sonic 2. Like the next movie we're going to see, I think it's a likely. I'm not, again, I could be wrong, and I'm not going to be like super upset if I am. But the way I see this planned out, because I was thinking about this yesterday, man. Okay, like I had the entire like final scenes of this movie plotted out in my head. If you guys want to hear it,
Go for it.
way I see this movie starting is in an ancient temple with traps starting to like go off and everything. We see Knuckles like waking up, like checking to see what everything is that's going on. We just see blue flashes zipping all over the place. We don't know, and Knuckles doesn't know that it's Metal Sonic, but Eggman is using Metal Sonic that he powered with the use of that blue quill to frame our hedgehog as, you know, being this evil force. I think this might also tie into, like, there's that mural thing that I'm hoping that they actually do for this movie. We have that line that Knuckles has where he says, "It's my destiny to destroy you." Maybe it doesn't happen until later in the movie that Metal Sonic shows up, because, like, Eggman could see that mural and be like, "I have an idea." And then towards the end of the movie, once Knuckles and Sonic have had their like big fight, and they've finally come to terms with one another, and they have a better understanding of each other, and Eggman has taken the Master Emerald, and he's stomping all over the place with his giant Death Egg robot. We see Knuckles and Sonic team up, and they join along with Tails to go board the Death Egg robot. They get into this thing after a scuffle. They reach the top of the structure, and it's Knuckles and Sonic are trying to get to Eggman. Eggman closes himself behind like some thick glass, and then we just start seeing like fires erupting around the room. Things start exploding, and then in like a bunch of wreckage hits the floor, and out of these flames we see Metal Sonic step out, and then he just starts laying waste to these two guys, and he's just going to freaking town, and he's zipping all over the place. But then, you know, in the midst of this fight, Knuckles and Sonic figure out how to team up together and use their powers combined instead of just stand alone, and they're eventually able to beat Metal Sonic. And the last moment that I want out of that fight is for Knuckles to like pick up Sonic curled up as a ball, hurl him at Metal, and then Sonic essentially do just a homing attack, going crazy, like knocking himself into Metal Sonic repeatedly. And as he's dazed, he turns around and just sees Knuckles there, who just lands a fist right through Metal Sonic's chest and pulls out the canister that has the blue quill. He takes a look at Sonic. Neither of them says a thing. Sonic just kind of smiles, nods at Knuckles. Knuckles gives him a smug little smirk, crushes the canister, and disintegrates that quill in his hand, and both of them turn to Eggman, finish out the movie. That's my idea.
And kiss.
Yes.
Okay, I like that idea.
There was a lot of energy in that last scene.
That sounded cool. Shall I give my perspective on just the argument of who is more marketable out of Metal Sonic and Shadow?
Sure.
So Trey and I actually spoke last night because obviously we wanted to have him on the show. And I was just like, so you're coming to join us? And obviously he broke the bad news that he couldn't come. But he did say to me, though, we're going to be discussing one of my takes. And I was like, well, what was the take? And he was like, well, okay, who do you think is more marketable for these movies out of Metal Sonic and Shadow? And my response was Metal Sonic, obviously. Like, I feel like that should be a fucking given. But I was intrigued to hear you guys' perspectives and takes. And I guess I'll give my perspective on this. I previously kind of ruled out the possibility of Shadow being in these movies, but I must admit, with everything we've seen from Sonic 2 so far, with the fact that they're making a Knuckles spin-off series, I wouldn't rule it out. I think in all likelihood, we'll see both Metal Sonic and Shadow in the same movie, and I'm sticking with my theory that I had, that Shadow will be engineered by Gunn, and Metal Sonic will be engineered by Robotnik, and the two of them will serve as rivals to Sonic. Like, you know, everyone's trying to have their own equivalent to that level of power. But basically, my reasoning is this. Metal Sonic, and I'm treating this as you've got to introduce these characters to new audiences. I feel like Metal Sonic would be naturally met with less skepticism. He doesn't have the stigma revolving around him that Shadow does. He's not viewed as just like a recolor of that character. He's not viewed as just kind of like edgy Sonic and stuff. Like Shadow, I feel like he's a harder sell for the Gen Pop than a mechanized version of Sonic built by Dr. Robotnik that will have kids screaming, "Oh my god, that's so cool." Now, I don't doubt that kids would love Shadow, but I feel like there's definitely a lot more character maintenance that would need to be done to port him to the big screen. And again, I feel like Metal Sonic is just more marketable because, like, imagine the toys and the action features you could have with a Metal Sonic. We're living in a post-Iron Man age of entertainment and such. So, like, the idea of, like, an Iron Man-esque Sonic, I feel like that would definitely appeal to, like, the general market. And again, I'm not ruling out Shadow, but I would absolutely say that Metal Sonic is a more marketable character to newcomers.
That is an interesting perspective. I think the only thing that kind of gets me is, I guess this movie's been out long enough that I can kind of pose this as a follow-up question. Who was marketed as like the main rivals in Kong versus Godzilla? I mean, without drawing obvious attention to the name, like who was in all the marketing?
Which movie was this again?
Kong versus Godzilla.
Oh, the main villain, wasn't it like Mecha Godzilla?
Yeah, but was he in any of the marketing material?
True, he wasn't, but I think this is a different case because, like, King Kong definitely has more grab to him than Shadow the Hedgehog does.
Well, what I'm saying, what I'm saying
Nuts.
is that it's easier, I think, to market another character that is very distinctly another character versus Metal Sonic, which your mom and dad would just say, "Oh, it's the blue guy, but metal."
I mean, they're going to do the same for Shadow, though. Oh, it's the blue guy, but
true, but I think you guys understand what I mean, though, is that it is its own character, and people will recognize that instantly. Versus, like, you and I recognize Metal Sonic as somebody completely different. But I feel like it's hard to market an entire movie off of that. Do I want to see Metal more than Shadow? Yes, or at least for the time being. I would like them to take their time with this stuff. But I feel like just general audience wise, like I think of it like my dad. If my dad saw two different trailers for that, I think he would be more receptive to seeing Shadow show up than Metal Sonic.
See, I'm going to say this. I would absolutely rather see Shadow. I think he's a much better character. He's much more interesting. I think he's the quintessential modern Sonic rival.
Yeah.
But again, like, that's because I'm a Sonic fan on the inside, like... I'm very much in on this. I think Shadow appeals very much to the Sonic niche, and I think he absolutely can appeal, but like they have to market him well, market him as more than just edgy Sonic. Then again, it is a kids movie and all, so like maybe that's enough. But like obviously, I was saying to Trey as well, they obviously wouldn't include like gun shooting Maria and him being the cure for NIDS and stuff like that. What I said was, it could be that Dr. Robotnik discovers his family lineage. He discovers Gerald Robotnik, and Shadow is a product of his, and that maybe there was a space colony arc. No Black Doom. Maybe there's a space colony arc, but it's like the idea that maybe Dr. Robotnik's grandfather had a colony arc up in space, and Shadow was his crowning achievement, and Dr. Robotnik rediscovers that. I feel like that's more likely, and maybe the reason why Shadow is such an edgy-hedgy is because he's aware that he was built as like a war kind of figure, and he kind of discovers his humanity through Sonic and stuff, but you take out the Maria element, because I just can't see them doing that. That's not going to happen. Another thing we pondered is maybe he'll be more akin to Boom Shadow, where he is just a bit of a dick, and he's just like Sonic's dickish relative, effectively.
So I know I'm speaking to the Sonic audience here, and I apologize for being the old man in the room again. So here's my thing about Shadow, and it's going to sound a little contradictory, and I do apologize for that. I think he's far more marketable than Metal Sonic. He's far more recognized, and that reason alone is why he's more marketable. And
he's more recognized, absolutely. But
that reason alone is what makes him more marketable. And I worry, and I apologize that too many fans, Trey included, and I wish he was here so we could debate this, are way too focused on his story. When I feel like I'm sorry, this is so surface level because this is how Shag has been treating him. It's far more important to get that design in there than it is to get Maria or NIDS or Space Colony arc. That is not as important, and unfortunately, in my opinion, because again, going as an old man into this, for a lot of us older fans going into Sonic Adventure 2, it felt like such a jarring disconnect from what Sonic was supposed to be, when I know that Adventure 1 was way more serious than we were expecting, but that felt like a natural progression. And then suddenly, like, there's like an AIDS reference thing here. They're killing kids, and I thought it was just too much when it first came out. I was like, this game is so fucking try hard. It hurts my soul.
I kind of get where you're coming from there. Like Sonic Adventure 2, what people like about it is the nuances behind its storytelling.
Yes.
It's not the whole thing itself doesn't really work, but the nuances behind it are to be appreciated and admired by a lot of Sonic fans. That's not going to be enough for the Gen Pop audience that are likely to see the movie. So I think
they're not going to be dissecting this. They're not going to be dissecting this movie the way that we would.
When they bring... Sorry, go on.
Well, I mean, like, we are still just contemplating this one way or the other here. But I don't think it's out of question, now that we know that there's a Knuckles show coming on, that we don't also get a Shadow show. And I feel like that's what makes Shadow more marketable, because you can't bring a voice to Metal Sonic. At least you can't do it if you want to do the character correctly.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's
Or
another
just
chance
the
to
way
bring
it was
another
done in the games.
Right. And that's not a way for, I mean, that's just another chance for us to put on a high paying, somebody who's going to fill seats, like somebody who's rumored.
I would say that Ben Schwartz should play Metal Sonic.
Fuck you to death.
I'm going with it. I'm saying he should have a robotic version of Sonic's voice, and he should act like a robot version of Sonic.
I
want him to be medicine. I don't want that.
If they had to give him a voice,
be like a Terminator more than anything.
If they had to give him a voice, like for like one or two lines, I would want it to be like Ryan Drummond or something.
I mean,
Like,
I get it. It's
kind of legacy voice.
It's more effective if he's completely silent. But again, that's part of the reason why I say that Metal Sonic is ultimately more marketable. Is part of it is in the simplicity. Like, that basically, hang on.
Well,
basically, I think like Shadow is the more recognized character because there's a lot of people that did grow up with the Shadow the Hedgehog video game, and basically, I think there's a certain stigma surrounding Shadow as well. I think some of his recognizability is kind of a double-edged sword, and less likely to make him marketable. As I say, it would have to be a very drastically reimagined version of Shadow, same design and everything. And like Nick says, that design is marketable. Shadow the Hedgehog is fucking stylish. Like, what can I say? But just like, for now, I feel like if you're introducing new audiences and treating this as a rebuilt universe from the ground up, Metal Sonic is definitely the easier one to go with in terms of marketability. Because if you see this audience who are seeing these as brand new characters for the first time, I think it's going to be easier to draw people in with a mechanized version of the main character built by the arch nemesis than it is Shadow the Hedgehog.
I still fervently disagree. I still think like it's so much easier to get someone interested or to get someone's attention. Honestly, I think your general audience isn't going to bat an eye at Metal Sonic. I really, really don't. Back in the day, yeah, maybe. But then again, kids were the only ones that really cared about Metal Sonic back in the day when they saw him on Sega CD. The thing with Metal Sonic and Shadow is that while yes, I adore Metal Sonic, even if we're just talking in terms of like scripting and everything like that, there is so much more you can do with Shadow. With Metal Sonic, there's not a story there.
There's more you can do, but we're not talking about storytelling perspective. We're talking about immediate marketability, face value.
Yeah, but on some level,
face value, I think Shadow the Hedgehog ends up being the more marketable character for the Sonic franchise, because you have to think.
Can you tell me why though? Like, what is the hook with a new Shadow the Hedgehog for these movies? What would the hook be?
We'll see that's kind of where I'm getting at though, is that now you're talking about storytelling too.
No, I'm not talking about storytelling. I'm asking like, what is the immediate hook for the audience with this character? With a new audience, you're explaining the two characters to a new audience, and the quicker you can do so, the more marketable it is. So explain why a new audience should be excited for a new Shadow the Hedgehog, just based on a surface level.
So
why did you find any kind of attraction to his design when you first saw the cover of Sonic Adventure 2? The fact of the matter is, like, a lot of people know who he is now. Even at a surface level, they know who he is, and
like most people watching these movies Even
okay,
the kids.
outside of.
Okay,
No. There's not an outside.
You need to
there's
quit
not
moving
an
the
out-
goal line here.
There's
No,
not
I'm
an
not
out.
moving
There's
the
not
goal.
an
I'm
out. There's
talking
not an
about-
outside
guys,
of here though.
I'm talking about the general pop.
And the general
so-
population
yeah,
know
to-
who
to the-
Shadow is.
No, the
but I've
gen
already
pop-
addressed that, and like I
Shadow
said,
is not as popular as you guys think with the gen pop. It's an
Well,
insider thing.
Yeah,
then
that's
Metal
true, but
Sonic
he's
is
more
even-
popular than
Yeah,
Metal Sonic.
I know, but I'm not talking.
yeah.
Again, I'm trying to move out of the people know who this is thing and treat it as you're presenting a
right,
new
but-
character. To
So,
the
so
audience.
can I move this to a different franchise to kind of pose a hypothetical
Go for
to
it.
kind of describe how I'm seeing this would play out?
Go for it.
Okay, so Spider-Man movie's coming out.
Mhm.
You can market it off of a black suit Spider-Man, but treat him like he's a different character that is going up against Spider-Man. Or you can market it off of Venom appearing in the movie. Which one's going to do better?
There is no correlation there between.
There
that and
is.
Metal.
You have
How
the,
is
it's-
that-
you actually have
There is
the
correlation. That is the
you have
dark
the-
reflective character.
No,
it's the dark,
because-
reflective, edgier, hardcore
No, because
version
what
of
I'm
a character
saying
that
is-
exists with his own personality versus.
No, but that's not even what I'm remotely going for. You're basically talking about take something that is completely inaccurate to any version, or
no,
have
no. What
it actually play out,
I'm just
and, like-
posing. I'm boiling this down to its simplest points to try to describe to you why I think people would latch onto the image of a Metal Sonic. This is not me saying this is accurate to the depictions of Spider-Man or to Sonic or to any of these characters. What I'm saying is to a general audience member who doesn't know about any of these properties outside of this base thing, what out of those would be easier to market?
I feel like what you're saying though is more akin to what's more marketable: Sonic the Werehog or Shadow the Hedgehog.
No, not necessarily.
You're talking about
It's-
No,
an
You're-
again.
So-
I feel like you might be misunderstanding my point here. Is that again, to a general audience member who doesn't even know that much about Venom, they see a darker, edgier, gruffer reflection of a character that they know that's not a carbon copy and has his own personality and traits. That's what they would see with Shadow. That's what they would see with Venom versus a black suit Spider-Man or a Metal Sonic is just a different version of a character that already exists.
You know what the
well,
characters. You know what the robot story is the moment you see a robot. You do not do that with Shadow.
Well, that's kind of why it actually makes it easier to market. You're getting storytelling potential confused with marketing potential.
No,
Like,
I'm not.
No, I'm not at all. I'm not at all.
For the sake
You
of-
asked about hold on. You asked about first glance general population, and Nick said, and I quote,
Yes, but I'm
when you
trying
look
to-
at a do you want me to finish or do you want to interrupt?
I feel like we've gotten away from something I was trying to say, though. Like, I asked you guys to do something, and you took it off on a completely different tangent.
So,
I'm
so
trying
what
to
were
say
you?
is-
What were you trying to ask?
What is the marketing hook for Shadow?
Again, darker.
The dark reflection.
Dark
That's
reflection
the
of
thing
Sonic.
is I feel like I've made this point like five
Okay,
times.
What's the marketing hook for Metal Sonic?
Robot
There is
Sonic.
none.
Robot Sonic made by the arch nemesis Dr. Robotnik. He's tied directly to Jim Carrey. Therefore, that makes him more marketable immediately because he already has some relevance within this story.
Well,
Pup,
what's
the simple fact of the
marketing-
matter is, hang on, no, we're enough of this. Shadow is more marketable because Shadow's more popular.
That's
Simple,
not
done,
how it
end of
works.
story.
That is
No, that is
actually how
exactly
marketability
how it
works.
works.
No, that
Well,
is
I
not.
would-
When we're
No.
talking
I
about
would-
when we're talking about long established characters in a long running franchise, most popular character in that franchise is in fact more marketable.
No, because what you're basically saying is it's more marketable because more people know about it. More people that aren't
Yes.
necessarily,
Yes.
Well,
more people that
so-
aren't necessarily in the film's target demographic.
Well,
is what I'm
okay.
saying.
So I do think that there is a precedent for that, though, because Pup, like I understand what you're trying to correlate here, and I want to explain this like where I'm coming from without like shooting you down. It's just the way I see it is also. So like I was saying earlier about how the studio is putting more faith in people that are really super into this franchise and everything like that. I think a part of that is because the hype from the fan base is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting for it. If Shadow is more popular, that's more free marketing because more people, I think, are going to talk about the inclusion of Shadow than they are about the inclusion of Metal Sonic. And then having a more simplistic depiction of like Sonic as a marketability tactic, I mean, that kind of feels like if you were trying to market, say, Metal Sonic versus I mean what's the marketing hook for Knuckles then, if that's what we're getting at? Knuckles is a completely different character, but he has a marketing hook.
And you do have a point when it comes to Knuckles, I won't lie, but I think part of Knuckles is also the expectation. There was always going to be the expectation that Knuckles would come into the fold. I would go so far as to say Knuckles is significantly more recognizable than Shadow the Hedgehog.
He is.
Nick. I'm talking from literal marketing statistic perspective here. You can look it up on fucking YouGov. Like, Nick, with all due respect, you're thinking very much inside the Sonic bubble.
You are, Pup. You really are. If you assume Metal Sonic is going to be more marketable than Shadow.
Okay, hold on. Nick, stop. Because what I'm saying here, I'm not saying that Shadow can't be more marketable. I'm not. I'm saying that, in my opinion, from my perspective and from my level of expertise, from what I would understand is that if we are introducing a new character to a new audience, Metal Sonic is easier to do because he's already embedded in the lore of these movies.
You've said your point.
Hold on. No, I haven't fucking said my point. Who is Dr. Robotnik? He's a man that makes robots. Who is Sonic? He's the hero. A robot Sonic is naturally going to be easier to market because he's already embedded within the story.
You are confusing easier to market with easier to explain.
No, I'm not. Well, fucking easy to market is easy to explain.
No, this is what this is. You're going to get a Spider-Man 3. You're going to get a character that is put in there because some part of the audience knows who he is and will put seats, we'll put butts in seats. Then you're going to get somebody who can bring in another celebrity voice actor, who can bring in another Paramount exclusive show or whatever else. You cannot do that with Metal Sonic. What you do with Metal Sonic is you put him at the end of a movie and you go, holy shit, it's exciting. Metal Sonic was secretly in this movie this entire time. That's a big get for fans. That's a few more action figures off the shelf. That does not sell a movie. Shadow sells movies.
I do think, respectfully, guys, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm taking up a lot of the hot air in the room today. I've probably interrupted people more than I should. It might be a good idea to go ahead and move off this topic, just because I do think a lot of us have made our points, and I don't think anybody's minds are going to be changed about this particular.
We are getting, I am sorry for getting heated with you, Pup. It's not like, I mean, Can
I lay down one principle? Points. I'm not saying you're wrong, okay? So don't come at me with the fact of the matter is Shadow is more marketable. Don't come at me with that, okay? We could both be right for all we know. Neither of us are experts, okay? Let's leave it at that.
Sure, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so with all of that out of the way, and again, that is definitely like a discussion that if you guys want to have in just kind of going off of that, speaking to the audience here, I do think that just based off of like how off the rails that can get, there is definitely something to be said for both sides. That said, I mean, there's a lot to go off of just based off of the pure speculation of a Sonic 3 and just how we can go off of like what we should expect for like an antagonistic force in the third movie. Is there anything that you guys are thinking for the Knuckles series? Does that bring any immediate ideas to your mind?
I'm probably expecting a series that's going to involve the beginning of it's going to be Knuckles on Angel Island, accepting the fact that he got tricked and then going on his own journey of self-discovery and then figuring out all of the stuff, kind of like how we did with Sonic Adventure, how we found out all that stuff with about his civilization. I expect he's going to go on an almost museum-like journey with, imagine this, the Witcher series. You know how the AB series, or not to spoil that series, but the AB plot and the Witcher series take place in two completely separate times. And that, I would expect that to be what we get with the Knuckles series, where we have the A story is Knuckles going on his journey of self-discovery, going around and like learning things about his past. And then the B series would be a storyline that is happening in the timeline where Knuckles' ancestry are actually thriving, and we get to see the downfall of their civilization. That's what I would expect, because that's the Sonic that's the Sonic Adventure story, and we also already know that another popular series based on a game has done literally that, the Witcher series, and been successful with it. I don't see why they wouldn't take that formula and do it with Knuckles, because he's the perfect character to do that with. You can't do that really with Sonic, but you can do that really with Knuckles.
Well, I did want to ask everybody here, just because like it was kind of a thought that popped into my head while thinking about them doing a Knuckles like standalone series. It's not necessarily what I want, but I do think it might be likely. Is that because obviously you guys know I never shut up about it, but I really want perfect chaos. I want chaos as a story and everything. Do you think that they might just try to tackle a smaller version of the chaos narrative in the Knuckles series and just kind of leave it at that?
If they don't do chaos in the movies, the Knuckles series would be the place to do chaos, because his civilization is at least if we're talking game canon. Obviously, they can do whatever they want in the Paramount universe for this, but as far as the games are concerned, chaos is intrinsically linked to the Echidna civilization. That's the reason that he went on a rampage, the reason he even got entombed in the first place. All of that is linked super hard into Knuckles' storyline, the storyline of his peoples. It would make sense if a Knuckles series had chaos as like this ultimate thing that needed to be handled. But I don't know if they would necessarily do what they did in Adventure, where we learned about Chaos and what happened with him in the past, and also Chaos was the final fight for the game. I don't think they would do that. I think we might get information about Chaos, threads about Chaos, but I think Chaos is definitely the type of monster you'd want to put in a movie afterwards. But then we kind of run into another issue where, like, now we're asking people to watch this series before watching another movie that would involve this villain who gets all of their stuff explained in a series they might not have watched. And not every series is going to be like the Avengers, where they can just go, hey, there's this one random offshoot thing that happened over here and you might not have watched it, but don't worry, you'll want to when we're done with this. I don't know if they'll necessarily do that, but I do see if Chaos is tackled, I do at the very least see him getting explained in this.
Okay, yeah, it's like obviously I want to see Chaos. I want to see him so bad. I'm starting to like kind of come to terms with the fact that
kind of come.
You're gonna kind of come.
I'm kind of coming.
Are you hanging on the edge of tomorrow?
Perfect come.
Perfect come us.
I am a little worried that we may simply just not get we may simply not get Chaos in like the proper form that I would kind of like to see him in at all.
While that might happen, we did have the whole conversation about marketing earlier, and I want to throw maybe a line at you that will give you a little hope. Chows are fucking marketable.
That is true.
So,
that is true, and I feel like you don't want to waste that in a miniseries. Like you want to do that as
no. You would have the chows in the miniseries, because that would be one of the things that like people would start buying that merch again, because we literally saw that with Mandalorian with Grogu. Like that's literally the type of like when I'm thinking of this, I'm going, okay, what does the Sonic series do generally pretty well? They take the things that everybody else have done and they try to do them differently or better. Let's take a platformer, make it better. Let's take a racer, make it different. Let's do all of that. That's like a thing that Sonic's been doing for a while. It would make sense for them to adapt the marketing trends and even the story structure of other shows that have been doing very well when they've got all the pieces in place to do it. And if they have Chow, they're going to need an explanation. And if we have a Knuckles series, and if he does go on that journey of self-discovery, which we don't have any, solids on that, if he does do that, needing an explanation for the Chow and also having the history of Knuckles' civilization in the same series, you could probably expect Chaos to show up at least once or twice.
God, I hope so. I feel like, because I think like Pup, you've made the point before that it's just like, or I think it was you that made the point where it was just that Chaos is such a big thing that maybe they're not willing to put the money into that.
That would require a big budget for sure.
Yeah, that would be
if
like
they wanted to include other characters in there. Like I feel like the realistic budget thing would be if like it was Sonic versus Chaos and it was more of a solo Sonic story.
And that's kind of why I'm like, my vision would be, you know, you explain all of those disparate threads in the series, and then you end. I don't want to spoil Loki for people who haven't seen it, but basically do what Loki did, where like we have this whole series explaining that a new villain is going to be a thing, giving us those threads that link up to them, and then in the end literally ending with, oh no, this is a problem, and then we know, okay, we're going to handle that probably in a Sonic movie, and for this it would be Chaos.
It would be kind of beautiful because if the Chaos Emeralds, like the first time we ever have the Chaos Emeralds is the first time we also get Chaos, as opposed to, you know, him being introduced like in the fourth main game of the series. That would be kind of wonderful. I mean, again, sorry, Pup, for us getting all heated, me especially. Like, I'm not an expert at all. And we don't know for sure what's going to happen until we actually sit down and watch these fucking movies. They could take it any direction, especially since, like, I did not expect any of this. Since, like that, if you think back to that first poster, I would have never expected us to be debating which of our favorite fucking Sonic rivals would be showing up. I thought that first movie would be dead. Instead, what I'm looking at is like, wow, we're getting owl tile explanations.
We're getting
wild.
We're getting the Sonic cinematic universe.
I think we'll see them both. And I think, you know, from everything that we've been shown recently, like, obviously, like, for the most part, I've kind of been going by, like, Sonic 1 as the standard for what is likely to and to not appear in the series. Sonic 2 appears to be going quite a bold new direction that's embracing the history of it. So, you know, I would even put money on that. Yeah, we'll see Metal Sonic and we will see Shadow.
You know what's kind of crazy, though, when you think about it? And I think this is wild. Like, I'm the classic Sonic fan here. Like, if I had to pick any side of the war, it's the classic games. Like, without any question about it. But, like, isn't it fucking crazy? Like, we can like have this very serious debate. Like, no, they're going to bring in more classic elements, and we have not yet once talked about the fact that this is taking place on live action
on Earth.
Yeah.
They've been putting so much together here. It's nuts, man.
Another bit of stake I kind of wanted to throw at this was actually, like, I do still think that in the eyes of like the general public, classic Sonic and his world is still the stronger brand. So I feel like anything from the classic Sonic thing is what they're going to scoop up first.
Probably.
That doesn't mean everything, though. I don't think we're going to see fucking Knack the Weasel. I'd love it.
I would love to see. I'd love to see Fang the Knuckle trying to assassinate.
Bring in Sally Acorn, baby.
Would be if they did like has everyone here seen the Book of Boba Fett?
I have not seen it yet.
I've not seen it.
Do you guys know about who the big bad is or nah?
That show's such a fucking mess. Jesus.
I haven't seen it, but I know who it is. But I'm just saying they could do a moment like that with Knack the Weasel, and like
he just shows up.
Yeah, like the kids would be like, "Oh, funny cowboy character," and the adults would be like, "Oh yeah, that's my boy Knack."
I think the rest of the industry would have to look at Boba Fett and be like, we're going to do exactly the opposite of this show, because
like, what if it
fucking disaster that was.
What if it's like Knuckles is like the Mandalorian and he's got like a Chow with him who's like the Grogu, and
it's like suddenly better when we focus on a different character that's nothing to do with Sonic.
Oh my god!
Yeah, probably.
Actually, so I just
like, Knuckles as it is an experiment, and part of me thinks maybe we won't see Metal Sonic in Sonic 2, but we'll see him as the main antagonist of the Knuckles series.
That's actually what I was literally about to say. That it would make sense if they went Sonic 3 would have Shadow and the Knuckles miniseries would have Metal Sonic.
Well, here's what I always assumed that this would be, because again, I'm not super married to SA2's plot. I'm more concerned that they have Shadow and he's got a proper motivation, and I really do think these movies are going to help reestablish the importance of these rivals. I think Knuckles is definitely going to get that. He's been in dire need of that, and I do think they'll do that with Shadow. And I understand people that are like way more invested in him being like, please do this right. I think that's ultimately what they want, because I do think at the end of the day, we're going to see Shadow one way or the other somewhere.
I think the Knuckles series will be like more of a dumping ground for like greater lore or other characters.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful place to do it, right?
I mean, we know
but I like the idea that
Gunn
like
is going to be in this movie. So,
well, let me just throw my what I had. This is why I was giving you guys that preamble there. In my head, I always assumed that Metal Sonic would act as a precursor, not for other Metal Sonics, but for Shadow.
I like the idea that it will be like kind of like a road trip kind of thing. Knuckles meets like the Chaotix and stuff. They all get a little camper van together and they go on missions, and like they're fighting against Metal Sonic or the bandits from the fucking Game Gear games. It's quite a reach. Don't think that's going to happen, but like it'd be kind of cool. I feel like you could market the bandits pretty easily, to be honest.
Yeah, I think they'll probably focus on Knuckles lore for that. Whatever they do, I'm excited that whatever they're doing, they're telling us there's more we need to tell with this character, so much so that we need to have his own show, and I love that. But yeah, like just on the assumption, if me and Wayne are correct, and we're going to see Metal Sonic in the final act of this movie, I think it'd be wild if it wasn't just Metal Sonic. It's like, no, we're getting Metal Knuckles and a Metal Tails. That would be amazing.
No, it would just okay. I want you to imagine this terrible scene, Nick. You see Metal Sonic, and he comes out all menacing like a freaking Terminator, and everybody's getting hyped. And then you see Metal Knuckles with his giant fucking claw hands, and he's just cradling a Tails doll.
My thing, so if they wanted to do like a bunch of like history and lore with Knuckles and his series, what I suggest they do is that he's on Angel Island or something. Maybe it's finally taken off. Maybe they establish that he's on a quest to find the Chaos Emeralds after Sonic 2 wraps up. They're just like, hey, there's more of these that I need to find to rebuild my home or whatever. And that's how we're introduced to the concept of the 7 Chaos Emeralds. And then in the Knuckles series, he's introduced to these armored echidnas. They're apparently from another race. They were trapped in another dimension, but they came here. They're called the Marauders. The leader of them is called Shade. We can have this whole thing.
Oh my god!
And then she'll take off her helmet, and it'll just have Laura Sue, but she'll have like a giant tattoo with just Sega branding on her.
God damn it!
Jesus Christ! Man, I know I keep saying like we got to calm down on Pender's hate, but man, it's going to be a wild time on Twitter once that
really
show drops.
Does bring it on himself.
I agree with you more and more all the time.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, he just keeps asking for it. I don't know, man. Like, and I keep thinking about that one time when I actually appealed to his humanity, and like I could see like a little bit of like a fear of getting old and losing one's legacy and relevance in the world in his response. It made me not, I guess, pity is the only thing I really had there. We'll talk about it a different time.
I will say we should definitely not only have a big screen Maria death if we're going to have Shadow, but I see what
I need to see a body.
I see what I need to see a body, but also I see what Gilly said in the chat, and I agree. The Knuckles series should also show the death of Tikal, full on trampled by all of her ancestors.
I was saying to Trey, actually, I'm definitely game to see a little girl get shot.
Oh my god! I just do it like that because they showed it in Shadow the Hedgehog. Like
they
the game
showed it in Sonic
that,
X too.
Like, did they really?
Yes.
I'm saying they're not going to do it though. Look at the upbeat tone of these movies. No chance. Imagine like how Sonic would react if he was there. It was like, whoa, that little girl just totally died. Huh? Let's go get hot dogs.
Like somebody made a joke in one of the responses, like, dude, I did this joke. Like, I forgot which video it was. It was like, well, no, they can do it as long as it's a Wispin. And then I cut the clip of Sonic X in there, where they did the blast in there, and then I just put burst.
You just see red wisps like explode out of her head.
I mean,
can you just imagine that scene?
The anime, it shows like the guy screaming, and then like the screen fills with his gun blast. It's perfect. It's hilarious.
I'm going to say this. I think also from a marketability standpoint, they would be foolish not to include the Chow to some capacity, because my god,
I mean, Sega's been foolish.
The toys you could sell toys of all different varieties, different colors, different hero Chow with different accessories and stuff. You could
put randomized
so much with the Chow.
You know those little like capsule toys you get that are basically just randomized gachas you can get at GameStop. They just have different
gachapon.
Yeah, gachapons. Just have a shit ton of random Chow designs that can pop out of that.
The Chow could be Paramount's answer to the fucking minions, and of course, I hope they're better than the minions. I don't want them going around going banana, but like that could be their answer.
That's my thing is like, why does my store have like a freaking Charmy the Bee plush or an Infinite plush before we have Chow plushies? I hate this.
You don't know how to fucking market shit, man.
Yes, unfortunately, we have Infinite plushes and it looks stupid.
I might
need you to hold on to that for me.
I need you to send me an Infinite plush, Wayne.
I'll send a picture of him to the chat because he's so cute.
I love Infinite's design.
Wayne,
I don't care how bad he was the first time around.
I will drive up to your shop and get an Infinite plush.
It's not a great. Please do. I want to see you. But it's not a great looking plush.
Wholesome moments in a very horrific show. Oh my god, it looks great.
I think part of it for me is like the material it's made out of isn't the greatest. Like I think I was showing you guys, we got that like that plush Sega Genesis.
Does it have like the iron-on patches for the designs?
Oh, it's such a dude, the material is gross. It feels like a thin sheet of cardboard covered in denim material. It's awful. I'm not a fan. But hey, yeah, if you guys want some Infinite plushes, I mean, we're all just sending each other stuff recently anyway, so.
I mean, Nick still hasn't sent his stuff.
I have a huge box to send to Pop. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I was like going to send something out. Oh god, all three of you have.
You've been piling up boxes for all of us, and you just haven't gone to the post office.
Amazing.
So money.
Amazing. I hate everything about Infinite. His design, his stupid ass song. Yes, I do not like Infinite.
I love his song so much.
Chill out with the design. Yeah, chill out.
Okay, the design ain't that bad.
It's a neat design.
It's actually a fine design. I think the Jackal idea was a good one. It's kind of surprising they didn't do it sooner.
I think Infinite. I think Infinite is. I think
they need a pig in the Sonic games. Is what I'm trying to say.
I'm sorry. I just completely derailed. What?
What?
Wait, what?
Yes. What about a pig? What?
I said, why is there no pig as like a Sonic character? Why are there no Sonic pigs? Like proper one. No, not him. Not fucking Porker Lewis. Not those fucking stupid things that come out of the capsules. I mean a proper pig character.
I mean, there is another one in Archery. They're both.
Do you want to know why there are no pigs, Pup? Do you want to know the real reason? I'll tell you the real
Sonic
reason.
Ate them all. They're in the chili dogs.
How many chili dogs has Sonic eaten?
No, I love the idea though that Sonic just has this this jock pig for a best friend, and he's kind of buff. He's like the Boom Knuckles, but brought into this universe, and then Knuckles can go back to his old personality. You got this jock pig, and he loves chili dogs just as much as Sonic. And we just never acknowledge that he's eating his own kind.
I have a very terrible headcanon to throw at you, Pup, that explains the chili dogs and everything.
Don't tell me Sonic is eating vegan meat.
Every single time. Nope. Every single time that Sonic opens up a capsule and like 25 or 30 animals pop out, you see the one like last straggler leave, and Sonic grabs him and goes, "No, buddy, you know the deal."
You just hear Jaleel White, chili dogs.
He just grabs the one. He goes, "Every time I free you all, I need payment." And he just
the bill comes due.
God,
the bill is due.
See...
Sonic is hungry, and I've got a very fast metabolism.
I want someone to draw a picture of Sonic eating a pig alive now. But back to the conversation about Infinite.
Just a more realistic looking, just a nightmare looking Sonic that's just bent over the side of a motobug, and blood is off the side of his face as he peers up from it.
Porky or Picky, whatever the fuck his name is, in like a hot dog bun, and Sonic just eating half of him. You can see his little rib cage poking out, and like lots of blood everywhere, and Sonic's got blood on his mouth.
This chili dog is high in calcium.
And Picky's just like, "Oh no, I haven't been cooked properly yet. You can't eat me now." And he's just.
But as long as they're not shot, that's all that matters.
So, yeah, back to the topic about to see Infinite. A body.
So, Infinite. Here's, I think this kind of clarifies, because, like, again, I think it's wild. Like, we get as heated as we did with this crazy debate when you consider I like Metal Sonic more than Shadow, and Pup, I don't think I'm speaking out of turn when I say you like Shadow more than Metal Sonic.
Oh yeah, I literally said so. Yeah, I would fucking.
Am I correct in saying that you and Trey are just concerned that they would probably do to Shadow what I worry about is like what they did with Infinite. like this. It's just this surface level nothing character.
I'm not worried that they'd do Shadow wrong. I think they'd do something different, but I think they'd do it well because I think Paramount does at least seem to care for the key skeletons behind these characters. So it'd kind of be like a different means to the same ends kind of scenario.
To be fair, actually, on that point, Pup, you do bring up a good idea because I noticed this because there's that whole like list of constraints of like what the comic writers can do with the Sonic character and everything like that. Like you can't see Sonic like cry, you can't see him like in super distress. That kid was distressed in the first Sonic movie.
Oh yeah, no, that's Paramount basically wiped their asses with the Sonic Bible, and that makes me happy. I think they hold a lot more stake in this than Sega does. I feel like Sega just kind of have to sit there and watch while they twiddle their thumbs. But like, what I was gonna say is like, Metal Sonic, like Sonic is marketable. Sonic himself is marketable. Robots are marketable. His Sonic buddy's a robot. It's marketable.
Yeah,
it's free real estate.
I also have some.
I see that.
I have some fun information to throw at you guys to maybe toss a monkey wrench in that conversation. So while I agree with the Shadow's more marketable stance, still, I took a little bit of time to look at the Google trends for both characters just to see which character does receive more searches.
Mm-hmm.
It's Metal Sonic. The only time
that surprises me actually.
From 2004 to now, Metal Sonic has consistently had more searches for his name. Shadow the Hedgehog only has received searches. He's received searches, and in this month he's received more searches than Metal Sonic. But over the past 15 years, Metal Sonic is a more search term than Shadow the Hedgehog, with the exception of the year 2005. And take a guess why.
It is also worth noting that I do actually work as a marketing professional, but yeah, no, that actually does surprise me though, because I did think that even though it's like I say, Shadow's the more recognizable character, I think Metal is the more marketable character because I think that robots are more marketable than goths, basically.
Actually, on that, there was a question that somebody posed me in the comments when I was talking about like wanting Metal Sonic in the Sonic 2 movie. I still really hope we get that, but I'm obviously not going to cry over the fact that like my little fan theory for what this movie is going to do doesn't end up panning out. I'm still so I kid you not, I am as hyped for Sonic 2 as I was for Spider-Man No Way Home. Same level.
I'm as hyped for Sonic 2 as I am for the Batman.
Yeah,
I'm hyped for the Batman.
But somebody
for Sonic 2, I'd say like my hype levels are probably like Jurassic World, then Sonic 2 right below it. Then everything else is just kind of happening.
Dinosaurs. But
yeah, dude.
But yeah, somebody asked me. They were just like, do you think that if they do Metal Sonic, is it going to be like game accurate, like blue Metal Sonic, or are they going to do the white version like we've seen? I would say the blue one, if only because the Death Egg robot that we've seen so far is actually like Eggman colors, which makes me 100%. So happy.
I think they're moving it in that direction. I'll be fine with a white Metal Sonic, you know.
Those cool fan designs are beautiful.
Yeah, it's a really cool. Like that's the thing is like they brought in a new aesthetic for Robotnik in the first movie because obviously they were trying to make it more, you know, easy for Gen Pop to digest and stuff. And you know, I thought it worked well. I thought it was fine. It was by no means a betrayal of the original style. But to see them having the balls to now move it into the original and like rather than just having his flying eggs, we've also got buzz bombers and we've got a red Death Egg robot. Like
we've got a lot more callbacks to the actual games there.
I'm waiting on a caterpillar.
I just think that, I mean, let's throw about all the marketing aside for a second here. I think it's kind of wonderful that we have this movie franchise because once you hit the movies, that's someone like everybody's paying attention, and we have this wonderful chance to finally unite so much of this disparate fan base. We have Sonic in the real world with live human beings. I mean, we don't know for sure what's going to happen, Metal Sonic or Shadow. Maybe both. I hope both. And
I think both. But
I think it'd be kind of cool. Like we're going to see like this like natural fusion of like these hard lines in the sand that we used to have, where we can have adventure era stuff mixed in a little bit more naturally with the classic era stuff. And maybe eventually you guys can get your wisps or what the fuck over. But there is something people aren't talking or been asking us to talk about, and it is embarrassing we have not mentioned it yet. Amy.
Female suffrage. Okay, sorry. Okay, I actually did respond to a couple of those comments in the chat. My perspective is Amy is not ever going to be the main pull of a Sonic movie, and I'm not saying that because I'm being anti-SJW and she's a girl and I hate women. No, I'm saying it because who the fuck cares about Amy Rose? What personality does that girl have other than just being girl Sonic? She might as well be Sonic in drag, but I think they'll include her. They need a girl character in there, and I think she'll be included. She'll be part of an ensemble cast. She won't be a key marker.
I love how every single thing Pup just said is correct until you factor in the comics he hasn't read.
I was about to say, let's put it up on the counter. You gotta read IDW.
If you look at the percent, okay, look, man, go to a movie theater when Sonic 2 comes out and ask every single person in there if they've seen the comics. You're gonna have to go to a few screenings before you find one person.
That's a fair point.
The same applies to Marvel. The same applies to fucking Marvel.
I'm very happy we reduced this to argumentum ad populum. I'm glad we got there.
But
that's what it is, though.
I'm glad we got there.
I will say, because I was going to bring up the comics because, goddamn, like Amy is written so well in IDW.
Yes.
Especially when she's written by a woman. It's way more natural.
When Evan is writing her, it is great.
Yeah.
The problem is there's no immediate gimmick for Amy that they can
There's not.
Not yet, anyway.
But also, I feel like there doesn't need to be. She's not going to be the main marketing pull, but I think she would be a welcome addition to even general audiences.
She's a beloved character, yeah.
And
like even female demographic.
And even
they need one.
Yeah. And even I have.
Sorry, Wayne. I'm really sorry. Go on.
Oh, you're fine. No, I keep accidentally like cutting you off.
No, it's me, man. You go ahead.
That's like even I have come to really like Amy a lot more. It's mostly like with this entire stupid franchise, like all because of you people, I end up getting excited about all this crap.
I like Boom Amy. Boom Amy's great. I like her.
What year did Sonic Boom come out?
2014.
Okay, that would explain. I got curious because now we're on that track where I'm just like, okay, let me look up the actual Google Trends for it. And 2014 is when Amy Rose has the most Google search results. So
Google search.
But,
was it in the images tab?
The thing I'm thinking is like, yeah, Amy does have good character potential and stuff. It's just that initial hook, you know. You put Amy Rose on a movie poster and show it to a person that's never heard of Amy Rose before, and just like, okay, it's Sonic in drag, brilliant, but what's the catch here? Whereas with Shadow, you've got that sort of kabuki mask look to him. He's an angry, gruff-looking fucker, you know. With Metal Sonic, you know, it's fucking Sonic in an Iron Man suit. What could be better? With Amy, is okay, Sonic but in girl.
Okay,
you need a gimmick.
But in girl.
I will tell you that
I'm trying to not get into a second argument with Pup. I swear to God.
The best argument for this, and I'm going to give it to you, and Pup, you know this argument because you've given it in our chat, because I had to see that image, and I will never unsee the image you put in our chat.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The marketing gimmick you use is just, it's Sonic with tits.
Oh yeah, no, because I was saying that if you were any Sonic, you'd be the Sonic with tits.
The worst things.
All I'm saying is that the same.
So we're just doxing me now.
I have to go back to therapy because of you.
Okay,
it made me realize that Rouge would work really well in live action.
Okay, so Nick, let me.
Well, I'm gonna look up some images of Shadow.
You seem to be getting a little triggered by my.
No, you're fine. You're fine. No,
also,
you're fine. I just think that like a lot of these characters, and this is what I've been saying about like this past decade of games, like they're trying to really distill them down into very manageable, understandable ideas and characteristics. And Amy's needed a bit of work. I still think there's a lot that's been there for her. Again, if you read the comics back in the day, she's hysterical in the Archie comics. And then I do think she gets a lot more dismissive. I think the way they reworked her for Adventure was nothing short of genius. I really liked how she played. She knows what she wants and she goes for it. It's no longer a little girl with a crush. She's like, no, that's my man. Like, you're mine. I don't really care what you have to say about it. You're mine.
So what you described there is a sex offender.
Yes, if you want to just be a little baby about it, it's a little cartoon simplistic.
There you go, male
She is
victim.
Pepe.
Nick
She is
says you're a baby.
She's Pepe Le Pew, except girl, and only for one person.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. I really get sick and tired of people taking Amy and Sonic's situation to like the most extreme real world comparisons. Just like calm it the fuck down, people.
I think there
Jesus
is something.
Christ.
I think there is something to be said though about like I think maybe people like, got a little tired of that depiction. Just because like yeah.
I mean, Sega has
let me
fucking favors, but like yeah.
Well, let me continue walking down my path here. But they have evolved her quite a bit. But that infatuation with Sonic is still there. It's just expressed in a much more hilarious fashion, or
less healthy.
Subtle.
She's
It's
actually
adorable.
She's
No,
actually
again, read Evan writing Amy. It's amazing.
I don't need that. I got Boom Amy. She's better.
Well, even in like Nick's video from this morning was just seeing Amy as like it's still no secret, and I don't think he tries to keep it a secret. But I feel like
you think Sonic kind of likes the attention, you know?
There's a two things I want to throw in. One is part of this conversation. One is part of a previous one. The thing with Amy. There is a scene in the comics that I really like, and it's very early on. So it's back when Ian was still head writer for those sections, and it's when Sonic is denying being part of the resistance again. He doesn't want to be part of the restoration, and Amy like starts to swoon, and then you see her like snap herself back to reality and go, no, that's fine. You can run away. You can do anything you want. That's literally why I like you. You can do that. And it's like it's really weird but also really healthy to see Amy depicted that way, where she's just like, no. I recognize this is a thing. I get it.
sorry if I'm kind of going off on a different tangent here, but it was something I've been thinking about. We're talking a lot about what's going to be happening potentially in Sonic 2 and potentially past it. One thing I've been thinking about a lot, and it makes me really happy because it's like, when's the last time people cared this much about Knuckles?
Oh, it makes me happy.
Oh, it's amazing. The thing that I'm a little I'm hoping is a worry that is completely thrown out the window when the movie actually comes out. But just because I feel like outside of him being incorporated into the logo of the film and him showing up in some of the posters and such, there's been very, very little emphasis on Tails.
Yep.
Yeah, I noticed Tails almost feels like an afterthought in a lot.
Isn't that crazy? They don't have Colleen's name on the poster, but her character is part of the fucking logo.
It pisses me off, but there's also that and the fact that when the first Sonic movie came out, Ben Schwartz's name wasn't even on the fucking poster.
That's true. Yeah. It's irritating for us as fans that know her. Let's hope this changes things up for them.
I mean, I mean, at the very least, they cast a person that, works as Tails. Whereas, like, if we look at Disney's end of things with their Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie,
Jesus fuck. Dude.
What the fuck?
I know.
Yeah, well, that movie. What is happening there?
You could have made a nice continuation to a cult classic, or you could do the paint by numbers.
They're cartoon characters, but they're meta and they're celebrities and they're in the real world, and we got all these other IPs.
It's
again,
just
like, I don't think that we're. Yeah, you're right.
It's Roger Rabbit and Looney Tunes.
Roger Rabbit is literally in one of the promotional bits for it too.
Yeah.
And it's unclear because they don't use hand-drawn animation.
Man. When I saw it on my phone screen, I was like, "Oh, the hand-drawn animation looks so nice." Then I saw it on my computer, and I was like, "Wait a minute,
that's not right."
It's like this idea of like, oh hey, one of them got like a surgery to be CGI.
You did too, you fuckface. You're now cel shaded.
Here's the thing though. I hate to admit this, but like I feel like I'm just getting mad on behalf of fans of that old stuff, because like if I was a fan of Rescue Rangers back in the day, I would be utterly dumbfounded. I might argue against Sonic being in a meta era, but media sure as shit is. I partially blame Deadpool. But holy shit, I gotta admit though, like I'm far more interested in this movie than I would have been if it was just a straight adaptation.
I mean,
I like Lonely Island.
I'll be honest. I do like the meta-narrative cartoon character thing when it's done in the spirit of the characters, when they still feel like
smart.
Like, for example, Looney Tunes back in action gets it. Like a stark contrast here,
and it works too.
Space Jam 1 versus Looney Tunes back in action. Space Jam 1, they didn't get it right. They don't get the Looney Tunes. Fucking Looney Tunes back in action, it gets the Looney Tunes. It works.
I agree. And it works.
They're not the Looney Tunes in Space Jam.
Also, I'm just going to go ahead and say, fucking Space Jam 2 also kind of actually got it, and no one is willing to admit that.
I still think Back in Action is the best of the three movies.
Back in Action is by far the best of the three.
Hell yeah.
Space Jam 2 is actually pretty good. And better than
can we all just admit that Back in Action, Space Jam, and Space Jam 2 are all like part of one giant universe?
No, no, they're not. The whole logic works differently between movies as well.
It does actually.
Space Jam 2 is part of the DCEU. That's just how.
Yeah, imagine that, but fucking Man of Steel isn't. Fucking imagine.
I do think it's interesting because we're talking about like voice actors on posters and a lot of the respect that's being given to some of these legacy performers that have been in this industry for such a long time. And like whether or not they're getting like the credit they deserve, it's an interesting time for that right now. I mean, Futurama, if you guys are familiar with everything that's going on there at the moment with
John DiMaggio thing.
Yeah, because I agree with him wholeheartedly, and I see what he's trying to do, and it's literally just getting the industry to just start treating voice actors like professionals.
I just want to know what Hulu are going to do, though. They're surely not going to bring back Futurama without John DiMaggio as Bender. It's like, what will they do if they can't get him? Will they get an impersonator? Will they? What will they do?
They'll try.
I mean, they might do what South Park did with Chef.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but what you mean, like call him a child pedophile? That's just that's redundant, isn't it? Just call him a pedophile.
What happened here? Who's
I'm hearing some feedback
out right now.
Oh, is that me?
I think that might be you.
Yeah, it sounds like you were taking an electronic fart. This is what happens when Metal Sonic farts, guys.
YouTube edited me for saying pedo.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I wouldn't use that word, man. I would say like predator or something, but you do you, buddy. I'll thank you in AdSense. I'm just going to dock his pay. It's fine.
Oh my God.
You make $1 less this month.
Back on topic, Amy Rose, I think, needs to be brought into the fold because little girls need a Sonic character that they can associate with. And like Amy Rose should be brought into the fold. I think she needs a bit of a reimagining, more akin to Boom, and I don't think she would be the main hook of the movie, but be more like Tails, where she's kind of there on the posters and she's a part of it, but she's not the main hook.
I don't know. I think everybody in the world might disagree with me. If they're gonna do Amy, no.
Amy,
If they're going to portray, if they're going to portray Amy, I at least want for a little bit for her to look more like her Sonic CD design.
Yeah,
I like that. I honestly, I prefer her CD design because again, it looks like Sonic
her CD design.
I like her adventure design. What is happening today? I'm the classic fan.
No. I'm not saying I dislike the adventure.
We want that design for a little bit. And the adventure design.
Or at least something that pays homage to it, because I think it's so adorable. Then again, we have gotten a bit of it in the Sonic Mania cartoons and everything. So if that's all we get, I'm happy with that. But that is my favorite Amy design. I like the other one.
Adam Sandler as Amy Rose.
No.
And then they give her diarrhea.
Why are you whining about Suris? Why are you whining about a man?
You're literally a
female.
Fucking what the fuck is?
Because I saw Jack and Jill, and I don't want it again.
Oh yeah. You don't want a Duncan Chino on that movie?
I would rather have Jaleel White as Amy Rose.
Oh, he did a good job as Sonya.
He did a good job as Sonya.
Stop it, all of you! Stop it! I'm suing everybody.
What are you gonna do?
Oh my God! I made a joke. I made a joke on Discord yesterday. It was like, whatever with Amy, let's bring in Sally. Then it immediately was like flashes to the Squeakquel and Rescue Rangers. Like, no, enough CG Chipmunk. I'm sorry.
I want a little bit of that CG Chusey then.
It's juicy.
So I've said this before on the show, but I mean, I think we get as passionate as we do because I think we inherently understand the importance of a movie when it comes to representing a franchise, regardless of what these characters are prior to their arrival on the movies. Once you're in the movies, your eyes are on those characters and they're going to blow up bigger than probably where they've been before. Certainly, right? I mean, like, there's a chance that Amy and Sonic have an actual relationship, something that people, like a lot of terrifying fans, have wanted for a long time. There's a chance that we do get a new Shadow story.
I wanted to just jump off of that quickly. I'm not a Sonic shipper, and I don't care for Son Amy, but I've seen a few little fan arts of movie Sonic and an Amy meeting, and I gotta say, it's cute as hell.
It's adorable.
Like it.
It's an Amy, spicy.
If they actually kind of got together, that'd be really cute.
People like, I love this in like a lot of my comments in the Sally videos. Like, it's not real. It's not canon. Like, it's real for their canon, and also, I don't care. I just like these characters. I don't care which furry animals bang. Not important to me.
I also just
bring in the characters.
When you were saying it's time for like movie Rouge, I just want to say this. Part of the appeal with Rouge is that she's one of the few Sonic characters where if you fucked her, you wouldn't get fur in the end of your dick. She's got a human body.
I'm not sure if you guys have ever.
I'm starting to think we're just elite. We're not allowed to talk about female characters anymore after this episode.
We're not. Dude, let's talk about some of the hunks in the Sonic roster. Come on.
Look, I'm not gay, all right?
Oh my god,
Jesus Christ!
If there was ever a perfect time for that.
Does anyone actually get that joke? That's not been a part of our horrible like.
Oh yeah, no. The fun thing about that is that's an in joke from another Discord server that I'm in that has no association with this whatsoever.
God, of course.
And the less it makes sense, the better it is.
Is this a way to try to like clumsily sideline us into the Jason Momoa conversation?
We should have been there a while ago.
Shit, we do have a bit of a time limit today.
The rumors of Jason Momoa as Shadow the Hedgehog in Sonic 3. So that
now.
He's not very marketable,
but okay. So Jason,
also
Sharona
on the marketable thing, real quick. So, just to point out, Shadow the Hedgehog is less searched than Metal Sonic, but if you type in Shadow Sonic, then it's more popular somehow. Man, it magically
intriguing.
Fucking no.
Yeah, Google search trends, everybody.
Right, if you wanted to make Shadow marketable, casting a big name like Jason Momoa would make it that way. And that's another thing I'm going to backpedal a little bit here. It does depend. It does depend on who you cast, and I still think that Metal Sonic could have a voice.
Idris Elba as Knuckles was perfect, so...
I was seeing a few people saying that Metal Sonic having a voice in the past hasn't worked, but I think it happened like once, and it didn't fucking work. It was Sonic Heroes. Nothing worked in that game.
There was
also the
OVA.
And it sounded dumb.
He goes,
no, he literally
he's like,
he literally said
that,
there can only be one Sonic.
Yeah, but okay, so it didn't work twice. But are we Sega? Do we just throw ideas out when they don't work just the once?
Eggman does.
Yeah, Eggman does. Sega does, and I'm just gonna say
Metal Sonic. Eggman doesn't do that for Metal Sonic.
It is amazing how far this goalpost moves.
Boys, we do need to let's get back on track here with voice actors. I'm going to say something a little bit controversial here. I like Idris Elba as an actor. I like Jason Momoa as an actor. I'm not sold on Idris yet as a voice actor, and I certainly am not with the idea of Jason Momoa. I really think people like the idea of them more than their actual vocal talent.
I think I actually do like the voice that Idris has brought to Knuckles. As for Momoa as Shadow, I don't feel it. He's obviously the marketable decision, but if I were to cast someone as Shadow, it would be Wes Bentley.
I would hear Ben Schwartz.
I'd cast Jason.
You'd get Jason?
Or Robert Pattinson.
I'd get Jason.
Robert Pattinson as Shadow. That would work.
Or just get the voice actors from the games.
That's why he said Jason.
Yeah.
No, I like the idea of, getting the game guys to do it. I really do, but I'm just trying to think, for the sake of
marketability and all that. I understand how that works.
Wes Bentley is not exactly a big get. No offense, Wes Bentley. I think you're really
fair.
cool, but you're not. I didn't hear of you until I saw American Horror Story Hotel, and I never saw you again after that. I'm really sorry. Wes, please tell me what else
Morgan Freeman is Shadow.
I want to cast you as Batman, but let me just point something out. When I first saw American Horror Story Hotel and Wes Bentley rocked up as a detective, I was like, if Shadow the Hedgehog were a human being, this is what he'd look like. And I'm going to send you a picture of him, and you'll see what I mean.
Oh my god!
I just need him. I need him to sound good. I like Ben Schwartz because he has a lot of voice acting under his belt, and he does a great job with Sonic. Colleen obviously has shown her chops in terms of Tails. Right,
check the chat, motherfuckers. Suris put that up on screen. If Shadow were a human, he'd look like that.
Is that Seneca Crane from the Hunger
that
Games?
looks like Seneca Crane.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's Shadow.
I don't like his voice either, though. I know he's talking about.
But he sounds like Shadow when he talks.
I just want people that with good voices.
Hunger Games? I think you're the fake Hunger Games around here.
I'm trying to think of movie characters, like who's done a good.
I'm just imagining now, Wayne, Sonic just coming up to fucking
Nice.
Divergent and going, "You're the fake Hunger Games around here."
Damn.
That's my problem here with Idris and Jason. Not Idris less so. I have heard him do voice acting before. He's a very still amazingly, like, the internet loves him, but he's still a very underutilized actor. But I really feel like they're hiring faces and not voices, and I don't like that.
Yeah, that's exactly my. And I feel like we need to be fair because a lot of us jump on the Mario movie for doing this, and we got to do the same for Sonic sometimes. I mean, it's like it's something where, I can at least see where Idris Elba as Knuckles fits better than, say, Chris Pratt is fucking Mario. But it's like, I would also just rather see the trends in adaptations move towards, there are people that built these characters. Bender the Robot is Bender the Robot because of DiMaggio. These characters have histories that are built off of the people that have helped portray them. And I wish that was respected more. And I get you're trying to put a name on a poster that's going to grab attention. That's how marketing works. But it's also just man, we can't completely lose sight of the art form of this, about the humanity that's behind these industries.
I'll also say, just in general, stepping outside of the Sonic fandom, stepping outside of wanting this to be as successful as it possibly can be, can we just accept how much of a shitty response it is in general to say, yes, but this person was more marketable?
Yeah.
But we could make more money off this person. If you're the voice actor who's been portraying this character for a certain amount of time, irrespective of how much I'm happy to see Idris as
it's
Knuckles.
Gonna hurt.
It's how much of a fucking anti-human thing is that to say?
It's cold. It's fucking cold.
Fuck you. We're just gonna do this, and I'm just anybody who goes, yeah, but this, I'm well, hold on. Why are you making that excuse? You're not Sega. You're not Paramount.
I suppose you could say they're trying to think about it not as necessarily a suggestion or something, but maybe they're just trying to see it through that lens for the sake of conversation. For example, if you were to ask me who I would cast as a lot of these characters, it would just be the ones from the games, because I'm used to that. I like that, and they seem like pretty nice people from what I've seen on Twitter and such. But if I'm suggesting other actors, it is purely for the sake of the conversation, purely based on likelihood. And I think that's the thing a lot of people get wrong about me, is they think I want to be very reductive to Sonic. It's not that I want that, it's that I expect that.
Yeah. Anyway, boys, it is we got maybe a half hour now.
Yep. We get chat o'clock.
Huh?
It's super chat o'clock.
It is super chat o'clock. It's about that time o'clock.
It is.
Pup, you want to start us off?
Oh boy, do I? Oh my god! Right, where is it? Hang on. Okay, I've forgotten how to pronounce your name, sir, but thank you for the 40 rubes. Pup's opinion on Wallace and Gromit franchise. I like the Wallace and Gromit franchise, and I'm also glad that, they're keeping it going in spite of the fact that Wallace's voice actor is no longer with us. I'm glad that, they're treating it as the character doesn't have to necessarily die with the actor. I think that's a much nicer way of going with it. But, I fucking love Wallace and Gromit.
Did they? I thought they replaced his voice at some point already.
They have replaced it, yeah, and they're doing a second movie soon as well.
I really love Wallace and Gromit.
Is it Aardman? Are they doing like a stop motion thing?
Aardman are doing a second full length stop motion thing.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know this was happening.
Yeah, it's happening.
Oh, sick. Okay,
I can't believe that of all franchises is still around. It makes me so happy.
It does make me happy, but then again, in Britain, things don't really need to be marketable in Britain. Just as long as they exist on TV, people will watch it. But it's just as well that Wallace and Gromit is as great as it is. Nick, for fuck's sake, fix your microphone.
What? What happened?
He's getting roboticized as we speak.
Crackly thing. It almost sounds like you're wearing a lapel.
I don't know what to tell you guys.
Pork scratchings all over your microphone, and I get it, you're hungry, but for fuck's sake.
This happened while I was playing Fortnite with Trey the other night too.
You play Fortnite? I play Fortnite. Can we?
Oh, guys, let's play Fortnite.
Let's play Fortnite.
Let's play Fortnite. Yeah,
I gotta get that.
I know a lot of kids hate that. Dude, yeah, I need to get my symbiote Spider-Man.
Dude, we've got the #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite. We're about to get down. 10 kills on the board right now. Down.
It took me a second.
Wild West.
It was
okay. So,
all right, Nick.
Do I sound okay enough yet?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Yeah, you sound good.
All right.
Go on, James,
way past fuck you. Way past cool kid. He was $1.99. Good morning, boys. Missed you all. Sonic 3 hype. Fuck yeah, baby.
Hell yeah.
I haven't said this yet.
The second one, but
I just okay, Sonic 3 Knuckles is my favorite game of all time. In a couple of years, I get to sit down in a theater and see Sonic 3 on the big screen. I get to see those words on the big screen.
With Sonic 2, you're basically getting an adaptation of Sonic 3 as well.
I know, but even just the idea of seeing those exact words being what's a marketing push is fucking magical to me.
That would be funny if they announce that the title is Sonic and the Legend of the Crystal Fuck or something.
And why am I debating Shadow so much when they're gonna have Sonic 3 and then they'll be like, oh, and it's Shadow's story. Oh.
You fucking idiot.
Villain side story.
I genuinely feel like if we were gonna merge classic and adventure stories together, the movies are the way to do it. And what a cool way to bring Shadow into that world. Whatever. Anyway, I'm excited. Suris, it's your turn.
Next one we have is from Aiden F. Thoughts on Jason Momoa being Shadow? Do you think the movie voices could get too sexy? Happy Cucky Day.
Thank you, Aiden.
I think we've said all we can say about it.
Also, we're in deep danger of these movies getting too sexy. Yes.
Dressed like a hog. I dig it. That's when, at the end, they're fighting the Biolers, and Shadow's like, "My man,
do I look
I need somebody...
I need your pants on?"
Hey, Shadow, is it true that you fucked Maria? I'm really getting sick of that rumor. It's not a rumor.
Fuck you, Sonic.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, hey, so let's see, we're on Dreamboatin', $5. So hear me out. A joint venture between Yeah.
Go on.
A joint. Wait, I lost my place. So hear me out. A joint venture between Nick and Pup. A collab between the Cucky Video and Bee Theory. We call it the Birds and the Bee Theory.
Hey, it's free publicity for me. Nick's a bigger channel. Let's fucking do this. Come on.
God damn it. That's a great joke. It'd be worth it just for that horrible, horrible joke. We do need to do. I need to do more collabs with all of you guys, honestly.
Oh, well, sir, I have ideas.
Well, we'll talk after the show. What? Somebody's got a horny cat.
That sounds like a baby to me.
That sounds like Suris.
That's
not that it's in Suris's domain. That sounds like Suris making those noises.
Oh my god!
Suris is in heat. All right, calm it down, cat tits. It's your turn, Pup.
Okay, so Shadow Poses, that's what I think this is anyway, sends us 100 rubes. Nick's milkshake with Pup's poopy. What the fuck?
What the wait?
Pup's poopy and penis butter jelly and Suris honey rings. I'm sorry. What the?
I have never been happier to not be involved with something. Oh my god.
You've just taken it. Like, Nick Milk was one thing.
I'm a grown-ass man, and the word poopies is still fucking hilarious.
It made me think of that. Stinky poo.
Oh my
Poopies.
god.
Penis butter jelly.
It's penis butter jelly time.
Very funny.
Oh God! Oh,
Just kill me.
It's so good. Oh,
God.
and all the pictures. I'm gonna waste so much money on this movie. Okay, your horny cat, dude.
Dude, Suris, take it out of the dungeon, mate. It's done.
Nick, do you mind taking the next one, sir?
No worries. Sony gave us Q79 in California's manifesting Zavik for the movie.
Did you say manifesting? Like, I get it's done, dude, but like
manifesting.
Hey, Shadow, I don't manifest. I manifest.
Do you know how many times I have to like cut out stuff from my scripts that I write when I don't even realize I said something stupid until I'm listening back on it? It's terrible. I wish I knew how to use my mouth.
I'm not gay.
Nick, I wish you knew how to use your mouth too.
Hey, your turn.
Ayo.
Sergio, thank you very much for the £5. Iced Capped is to this movie what the highway scene was for Matrix Reloaded. I hope. I want to see cool stuff.
That's
We're the bridge,
dickhead.
Spider-Man.
It's euros, not pounds. What's wrong with you?
I'm here just to upset you.
It looks like
it's all fake RPG money.
It
anyways.
is.
It's fine.
It's all polka dollars from now on.
You and your Ben Franklins.
Got all about the Benjamins, baby. Your turn, Wing.
Okay, so we got Manifesting Zavik, we got Ice Cap. Grant Allen, $5. Hey everyone, have to go into work, but I wanted to drop by real quick. I'll watch it later. It will be Wizard. Yes, it will.
I believe that this man is just hiding the fact that he's the Flash.
I just learned today where the wizard thing came from.
Well, that was an actual term, not a common one, but and wait, what are you referring to actually?
Well, maybe it didn't start here, but the Mandalorian, when he said wizard, I guess it came from one of the prequel movies.
Yeah. So one of Anakin's friends does say, that's
Wizard. I remember that now. Fucking...
As for me, that was actually something that my roommate Jake and I started saying back in the day when we were in college. I think in some of my old terrible like Shovel Knight Let's Plays, we've said it a few times, but it was just something that was stupid and we just let it stick. We actually made like a campus edition of Cards Against Humanity where we just had all of our like inside jokes from that university just in there, and that was one of them. And it was like, that's pretty blank, as the kids would say, was one of the cards.
Have you ever noticed how Bryce Dallas Howard is just three men? One called Bryce, one called Dallas, and one called Howard. Those are all men's names.
It's an 80s term used to describe something that is amazing. Interesting.
What, Bryce Dallas Howard?
According to Urban Dictionary.
Wow, that's pretty Bryce Dallas Howard of you.
I swear to God.
As she's into NFTs now. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, that is. So
where
are we?
We're on Pup.
Oh, is it me you're looking for? Okay. So Black Yakuza 94 sends $5, says, everyone talking Metal or Shadow, meanwhile poor Amy's just hoping for a cameo. It reminds me of that fan-made Sonic Mania Plus trailer where like Amy is in the lift and the doors just close and female suffrage.
Oh my God. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Sonic Bot with $10. If Pup's idea of Shadow in the movies is used, they could reinterpret the Arc gun raid.
They sure could, baby. They sure could.
Just remake the raid, but with Shadow.
Raid Shadow Legends?
Whoa! Oh, Mom, get the camera! Whoa!
Done.
What would
Kill
happen
me.
if they brought in Sonic characters to Raid Shadow Legends? Would you fuckers actually play it?
I wouldn't shill for it though.
That's fair.
I've had the email. I've had it twice. I'm not going to do it.
I can't even say anything because I know for a fact I did it once.
Oh, sir, it's okay. You got to get that money, dude.
Get that bread.
I know how much you love capitalism.
I have to eat. I'm sorry.
You love it.
Well,
Okay.
speaking of which, get your bread. You're up next.
Okay, fine. From Aiden Birch with $9.99 polka dollars. Hypothetically speaking, if you guys hired an artist or somebody offered to do so, would you upgrade how the stream looks?
You cannot upgrade perfection. Next question.
So I'm gonna be honest. I would like to see this studio redesigned by either Wayne or Nick. Because we have 2 artists on staff, and we have a graphic designer on staff too with Pup.
Yep.
Like,
honestly, I'd leave the graphic design because like Pup's already done this stuff and it already looks great. So if there's going to be any touch-ups, I would probably trust him
Pup's
first.
probably
And if Wayne had any ideas, yeah, I would defer to both of them.
Yeah,
I mean,
before
we
anything
could, the 3 of us could do it as a threesome. Yeah, fuck you, Suris. And we could like come up with a big collaborative thing. I'm pretty sure Adobe does allow that. I'd be game, but of course, you know, at the end of the day, like, I don't know. I don't think we're in any rush, but we'll see.
Don't worry, sir. Someone has to hold the camera. You should probably change over to a cat from a cookie. That's just something else. Anyway,
I feel
you don't even
so
design your own
loved.
character, you fucking fraud. Look at the rest of us designed our own character. Actually, no, I fucking didn't, did I? I had Emissary from Heck design the pup.
Don't fucking lie to us, you little bitch.
Okay, shit. Fucking okay. All right. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Sorry for being a fucking hypocrite.
No,
Christ.
I'm just sorry to my artist for his erasure. Like, I mean, yeah, okay, I did redesign it, but like, he still fucking laid down the groundwork. Shut up! All right, let's go to the next question.
That's all, folks.
Come on, next question, please.
Where are we? Who's doing what?
No. Okay, so
Wayne, Wallace, it's your turn.
Sergio F. 5 year. Is that your?
Yep. Well done. That's your.
Are Shadow fans of Shadow or fans of edgy SA2 story? Would they be on board with a movie reimagining his story? I will say, I'm not going to get super into this because we don't have a lot of time. All of the stories, I would consider Shadow the edgiest. Sonic Adventure 2 is the last one.
What about Sonic Forces?
Well, I mean,
he's nailing it.
Sonic Generations. There's still stories that have him in it, though.
Yeah, true, but like that's what I mean. He's his least edgy in SA2, where he actually.
No, you know what? I tell you what I really want. I want a Winnie the Pooh movie where Shadow is just inexplicably one of the main cast for no reason. It's never explained.
Winnie the.
What the fuck is this? What's happening?
Yeah, fix your mic, dickhead.
Oh my god,
is it broken again?
Yeah,
it sounded kind of poopy. Yeah,
it's
Go
like
fix
literally
another mic, asshole.
It's like literally you'll be there silent, and we just hear this. Like that. It's happened twice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't hear it.
Well, you wouldn't fucking hear it, would you? Do you hear your own farts? Exactly. Wait,
yeah. What?
Yeah.
Actually, that can. Yeah. Okay, never mind then.
All right. So Pup.
Yes, me. Hey, what can I do for you, Wayne?
You can read the comment from Black Yakuzu.
Black Yakuzu 94. Okay, so he sends $10 and says Metal Sonic is Nick. He says Metal Sonic is simpler to use, but Shadow has more potential for an interesting story. Both are valid, but both have distinct roles, and despite their similarities, see, here he is with the Galaxy Brain take. Fucking love you, Black Yakuzu. You just ended our whole entire argument.
Oh, and I was thinking about it. Like, we were arguing when I think, like, at the end of the day, I think both of us would be fine with both of them being there. And I think we could, all of us agree. Yeah, I mean, we've been fans of this franchise. There's no reason we can't have both, as redundant as the designs and ideas of them might be. There's enough there to have both of them. And
I mean, you guys know my theory about Sonic.
Yeah.
Like, they both belong there.
Dude, if your theory, like, came true, Like, I don't want to hear anyone ever give you shit again for any of your particular takes when you post videos.
Don't want
Us
anyone to give me
included.
shit, full stop, to be
Us
honest.
included, yeah.
I'm not doing anything in bad faith or saying I'm absolutely right about this. I'm just making a case.
I know. Yeah, and again, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It really is fine. All is well, okay? You fucking dickhead.
Whose turn is it? Whose turn?
Yours, Nick.
Oh, no!
You got some pronunciation to do there, buddy. Come on.
The evil Dalek gave us $4.49 in
Is
L's.
that right? Did the evil Dalek give us that, or was it something else?
Yeah, because it turns out I'm not an idiot with stupid takes for this episode.
Is that fucking so?
Wow, you just had to lay that joke out on a tray for us, huh?
Team Trey, man. Team Trey till I die.
There's-
I married that man for a reason.
He's
There's
also
like
a patron of mine.
Unacceptable amount of betrayal here.
You guys see, hey, any of these
Betrayal.
drama commentary YouTubers, fucking Nick betraying his own patrons on a podcast. Keemstar, get on that.
Anyway, let's not forget the firm hold Sega has on Shadow. Do we really think Sega will let Paramount have the creative freedom to... Yes, let's not even finish that.
If
Yes.
they could with Sonic, yes.
So here's the thing, Dalek. When it comes to deals like this, when we're talking about like Sega, what?
I just think of him as the evil Dalek, not just Dalek. It's just that is his name. I mean, it's funny because all Daleks are evil anyway.
I'm using my real name. You all have silly ass imaginary names. You're all silly little boys to me. I don't know what to tell you.
Sorry,
ancient.
Game Apologist. Jesus.
Mine's not.
That's the title of my show and channel. I call myself Nick.
I call
Hi
myself
there.
Wayne.
I'm Nick. Oh yeah, I guess so, but it's not even your name. Is
Yeah,
it?
but my name is fucking Walter.
Oh
anyway, so,
shit, you're right.
I feel like you're trying to throw us off again. Yeah, you.
Who is gaslighting who?
Anyway.
we gotta
Let me
go
finish
through
here.
these.
So, Dalek.
Why don't you remember Mo the cat? Mo was a stingy little cat. Why don't you fucking remember Mo? How could you forget?
What the fuck just happened?
Where are we?
Okay, so let me lay this out for Dalek. Again, we don't know the dealings specifically. We do have interviews and everything of that nature we can go off of here. But when we talk about like Sega mandates or this or that and the other, like this is just all secondhand information we get from people behind the scenes. And that applies to different contracts with different people. When it comes to movies, I don't think it's too far of a stretch to say that Paramount probably holds most of the control here because they are far bigger than Sega is currently. So it's probably up to Paramount more than it is to Sega at this point. Otherwise, we probably would not have gotten that first Sonic movie design the way it was. So that being said, it really is going to kind of be up to Paramount and what they allow their team to do with Shadow more than it is for Sega themselves.
Poopies.
God, Nick, now I'm just imagining. I'm just imagining some freaking Paramount representative just sitting there dangling that fucking baby Sonic keychain in front of just a representative of Sega, going, "That's right, Sega. We can do whatever we want."
It is important to note, though, now that you mention it, though, the waste of fucking keychains they couldn't sell. They obviously have a great relationship with Sega, so that. I think that's a better sign than not. It looks like they have a great
Paramount.
You guys, we have 15 minutes.
Yep. We got to get moving.
Okay, Ink, quickly, can you draw Brian Robbins, the CEO of Paramount Pictures Studio, making out with Takeshi Iizuka, please?
Oh my god!
Thank you.
Astonishing Red, thank you for the $9.99 polka dollars. Have you guys even seen Super Mario vs. Sonic the Hedgehog? It's way over the top, but it makes me wonder what a Sonic and Mario team-up game would look like. Maybe a discussion for a future episode. I
want it.
I haven't seen Mario vs. Sonic, but I have seen Mario Brothers Z, and that was a very over-the-top Sonic and Mario crossover.
I can't believe what they managed to do with that. We can't talk about it right now, but yeah.
They need to do it that like Mario's just in the city and stuff, walking down the street, and Sonic and Robotnik are fighting in the sky, demolishing fucking mushroom buildings and shit. And Mario's just like, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. It's literally just, you know what I'm doing here.
Let's keep let's keep moving.
Ben Affleck as Mario.
We got Mr. SP with $10. Shadow would be fun to see on screen, but I feel like Adventure 2 story as it is wouldn't translate well to the world they're building for the movies.
I agree.
How they handle it. Yeah,
I agree, SP, and I think I've made it no mystery. As much as I like Shadow and what makes him a character, I wouldn't mind them cutting out a lot of the.
I would rather see it readapted into something else. Just do the Death Egg.
I wouldn't even. I don't know if I'd even want the Death Egg, man. Like it's just too Star Wars.
I want the Death Egg. I like the Death Egg.
I like the Death Egg, but anyway,
you don't like the Death Egg. Anyway, so
if Star Wars can do the Death Star 500 times, then so can Sonic.
Actually, it's called Star Killer Base, and it's bigger. Anyways, so
Got a Star Killer Base your fucking neck.
Okay,
you almost said dick.
Go.
Okay, so Caesar the Gardener sends $5 and says, usual break time again. Hope all you guys have a good day and the rest of the show goes good. I got to be going back, so I'll be watching later. Thank you.
Thanks as always, Cecil.
Oh, fucking, what did I say?
See, you said like Cecil the Gardener or something like that.
That's a fucking John Travolta moment right there, isn't it?
That was amazing. I thought you did that on purpose.
No, that's like an Adele disease
That's
moment.
amazing. That's amazing. My turn. So Black Yakuza 94 sent us $5. Shadow is an inherently controversial character, but that shouldn't be a reason not to use him. He stood the test of time for a reason. And again, we can bicker all day. We're not going to know until we actually watch these movies. I think he's going to show up, but we won't know until it happens.
Yeah. Next one we have is Sonic Bot with 5 additionally fake fucking currencies. I did find out that some of the background characters are 2D animated. Roger Rabbit is 2D animated in the Chip and Dale movie.
That's good to know.
I think that's reused assets, though, from what I understand.
It could be. I have to. I've only watched that trailer one time. And it was like I woke up, saw it, and like I'm still dreaming, obviously. But yeah, was
we got Sonic Bot again with $10. If I were running an animation studio, I would require every 3D animator to read the animator's survival kit. I agree and disagree. I like parts of that book and not all of it.
Yeah. I'm just right now collecting the super chats that fucking Wayne, our secretary, forgot to do. Do your fucking job, Wayne.
We gotta, God damn it. So,
next
Pup,
one is.
Do you want to keep doing that?
Yeah. Where am I at? I got him all.
You with your husband.
Trey, right under Seneca Crane.
Oh, Trey! Where is he? I'm scrolling down. Here we go. Trey sends us $4.99, says, I can't believe I split the fan base once more, shaking my head. Much love though, fam, and hashtag Metal Sonic for life. Man, hashtag Team Trey, you know how it is. I married you for a good reason, man.
We're in just like a weird split timeline. I swear to God. I thought, if anything, me and Trey would be arguing about it. We would not be on the opposite sides of characters we both like better than the other. It's so weird. It's so weird.
Are you saying that this is basically just the civil war of the Sonic community?
Again?
Whose turn is it?
No, because it's not about anything civil.
It's never, and we're constantly at war.
Not what civil war means.
Right, we haven't got long, okay? So come on, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Okay, then Nick, do it.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, come on, Buster.
Oh, yeah, you did. I just say that. Okay. Yeah. Black Yakuza 94, $5. Trey has split opinions. We must terminate him to preserve the peace. Agreed. Your turn, sir.
Next we have is from Smacko with 2 penises. Nick is actively turning into Robotnik.
That's
your
I like that name.
Yeah, it's stupid shitty, Mike.
Okay, so we got Mr. SP, $10. As Sonic fans, we've been experiencing a lack of faith in our favorite blue hedgehog from Sonic Team for a while now. Who would have thought that Paramount would be the one to go all in on Sonic?
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Movie studios are learning. That's the one nice thing about Disney doing so good by Marvel. So
right. So Benja X sends 1,000 clops and says, have you played Sonic Runners? I played Sonic Runners back when it was a thing, and I'm still not happy that they got rid of it because it was legitimately great.
I thought it was okay. I didn't play too much of it to really get into it. I thought it was fine for the little I tried.
I'll fucking kill you.
Chow Mix-a-Big isn't in the new movie. I literally don't care. With a real ass opinion. There you go.
You're up, Nick.
Yeah. I know. I'm trying to find it. Dreamboatin with $5. I have almost accidentally called things wizard at my job like 3 times recently, so thanks, Wayne.
You're welcome.
Wayne is spreading it. The difference between me and them is that I will do it on purpose. The next one we have is from Big Ratchus for 10 planes, I guess. I think I'm late to the stream. LMAO, I guess.
God damn it.
Wallace.
Just do it.
We got big Ratchus with 10 those planes. Also, Nick sounds like James.
God damn it.
Okay, so Green Master 1. Green Master 1! Because there's an exclamation point at the end of his name. He sends $4 says, how cool would it be to have a scene of Jason, Ryan, and Roger in a bar arguing about what Sonic sounds like in one of the upcoming movies? That'd be quite cute.
Can you guys handle meta humor? You gonna be okay if they did that?
Oh my god.
Down. You're up.
Mr. SP with $10. I would actually like to see Mecha Sonic as a one and done villain for the final boss of Sonic 2. This would set up Metal as a recurring villain going forward, maybe alongside Shadow for Sonic 3. I've been saying this a lot, mostly just thinking about how they animate Transformers. But yeah, Sonic 3 Knuckles Mecha Sonic, I think would look the best out of the robots in terms of live action.
Agreed.
CG animation, anyway.
Suris, you got some voice acting to do here, buddy. Give us your best Clancy Brown.
What?
Give us your best Clancy Brown.
How the fuck does Clancy Brown even sound? I don't know.
Just
he's the voice actor of Mr. Krabs. Voicing Mr. Krabs' voice.
We don't have time. Pup. What? No, wait, no. Suris, you go.
The next one we have is from Mr. Krabs. For $9.99 still fucking fake currencies. I want Danny DeVito to voice Vector and have a little reference to the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That'd be great.
Oh my god.
I wanted to voice one of the little penguin robots from Ice Cap Zone.
And we have Sonic Bot with $1.49 and a gold coin emoji.
Fantastic. Yeah. All right, guys. So we've been rushing through to the end of the show because we have something very exciting for you once we wrap things up here. So we'll end things off with you, Wayne. But Pup, do you want to talk about what you're doing?
Yeah,
right
I
now?
do YouTube videos. Go check them out.
I also do YouTube videos. I just put up a new speed reading. Check that out later today. Suris, what are you doing?
I'm going to be watching the premiere of Wayne's new video.
Why do you have to take that from him?
Yeah, like
you got to jump in front of people's jokes. You got to end our senses.
He was about to announce his new video, and you fucking did it for him, you cuck.
Don't ever tell him if you plan a surprise party for any of us. Leave him out of it. Leave the surprise party out for whoever it is for. And Suris, this bitch, you bitch,
damn it, bitch, fucking bitch, Suris.
Wayne, what are you up to?
Hi, so I work on videos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck. Wayne.
Right. Shit. Hey, so
That's
I'm finally.
I did it.
Shut up.
Finally. I'm doing it. I'm finally taking the plunge. I am getting into Sonic content. It is finally happening. In fact, my review of Sonic the Hedgehog 1991 for the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive or whatever you want to call it is premiering in 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm so surprised by this. Oh. I'm crestfallen.
For anybody who is not listening to us later, or if you are, I'm putting the link in the chat right now. Please be sure you head over there. We are all going to be, whoever can. I'm speaking for myself. I apologize. And I guess Suris, Pup, we'd love to have her there. But we're going to all be in the chat while we watch.
What? I don't understand what the fuck you just did.
I don't know either. We're hanging out. We're going to hang out in the chat for the premiere.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So we want to, go hang out with us. Give Wayne all the love he deserves, for fuck's sake.
I'm so excited about this video. I've been grueling over this, and I put way too much effort. I do not know how he managed to make a 20-minute fucking video about Sonic 1 but this is probably one of my favorite videos I've ever worked on. So I'm really hoping that you guys are able to make it.
Fucking spoiling it already, man. I didn't know it was about Sonic 1.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Right, anyway, go to Wayne's channel. Goodbye. Call the police, Gene.
Fucking
see you guys
Sonic.
next mission, which is over at Wayne's channel. So go to it.
Yay.